Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Spitball, and I'm here with my good buddy,
Kyle Amundsen.
and it is good to have you back. I missed you last week, buddy.
Man, I missed you. I had some stuff going on. Was not able to make it last week. I apologize. But we're gonna make it up to you. We have an awesome show ahead of us today. I got my good buddy Sage Daniel, Danny Sargent, fan of the show, and I'm a personal fan of Danny's. And you guys are gonna get along well.
Good.
You guys have a lot in common.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet him. He seems very cool. Well, I had a lot of fun last week. I went to the Minnesota Maker's Space. Unfortunately, Kyle wasn't with us, but yeah, it was fun. But man, I'm really excited about that place. It's
What a fucking cool idea.
It's going to be fucking awesome, and they have a lot more shit than I actually originally thought that they had. It's going to be pretty fucking awesome.
Now, do they teach people how to use stuff too?
Yes, that's going to be key. So it's kind of got like, there's a whole episode about it. Kyle doesn't watch our fucking episodes, but yeah, it's kind of like two different things. Like they have the one part that is basically like for experts, and you can basically get a membership to it. So you got like a gym membership, and you can go in and just use their awesome equipment. And then the other side of it though is they're gonna do classes
for people
and they're
like
gonna
me.
teach people. Yeah, but I think fucking Christine is gonna love it. But some of the shit that they're gonna have a laser engraver, so people could, like, I don't know if you wanted to like make cups that had your logo on it or whatever. But the really cool part about a laser engraver is it can cut up to 3/4 inch wood, so you can like cut out some really intricate like stuff. I don't know, dude. I'm so fucking excited about it. It's all I've been able to think about. So.
Speaking of making neat shit.
Oh yeah, so I did talk a little bit in the last episode about it with the boys, but one of the things that I've recently gotten into is I bought a Cricut, which is like a vinyl plotter cutter thing, and it gives us the opportunity to make some cool geek shirts. Because frankly, there's a lot of really cool geek shirts out there, but the problem is that either they're not on the right shirt, or some of them are really expensive, and as long as we're just doing it for personal use, we can pretty much rip off whatever the fuck we want and do whatever we want with it.
You mean pay the iron price?
Pay the iron price, exactly. I was gonna wear that one actually. I did. I made a we do not sew shirt. But yeah, so today I'm sporting my cartoon crush, Ahsoka Tano, who is a character from the Star Wars: The Clone Wars series, who I have a desperate crush on. After season 2, just by the way, when she grows up a little bit. I'm not a fucking perv.
Well, apparently Rosario Dawson, who's like basically a Hollywood mega babe, super hot. She was the one that I was talking about in the movie Alexander. Had that nude, didn't use a body double and fucking hit a home run with that nude scene. That she's super sexy, and she wants to play Ahsoka in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me, and I had to do some Googling on her, and I could get behind that.
Man.
More ways than one. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just kidding. And then your shirt today.
Yes. Matt surprised me with this. My hookers and cocaine shirt. Now, yeah, this is brilliant. Now, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it. It wasn't my idea. That was Kyle. No, I sent him this.
And there's some hats out there that people have made, but I liked I thought the font that they used was kind of like Corona.
Yeah.
And so I thought, let's put a little Corona crown on there, and yeah.
And it turned out amazing.
I'm almost 100% certain we can't be sued. So, but
here we go.
Hey, if you do want to sue us, bring it on.
Right. You can have half of nothing.
Right.
See, if you take nothing and divide it by nothing, carry the nothing. Oh yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah. So we'll be all right.
I actually ripped that off from Firefly.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I never watched.
Oh man, you're missing out. Like the guy, like in the background, he's like, so we're not making any money off this, and they're talking, and in the background you can see him and hear him mumbling, and he's like, yeah, minus nothing, carry the nothing, and it's just a fucking great scene.
So I had a pretty rough week. Well, actually, it was it was not Sunday, but it was a week ago, last Sunday. I went down to Minneapolis with Meta to go like see her folks, and I'm a bad passenger. I'm a baby. I I get very anxious when I'm riding in the car.
Is that why you guys sing in the car to calm your anxiety?
I typically don't sing.
No.
No.
Didn't I hear you sing in a video?
I think you're talking about
A duet? Are you guys singing a duet?
I don't know what you're talking about actually. I know I did hear that Meta sent you a video, but I thought it was me telling her to stop the fucking car.
Oh yeah, I thought that was because you guys were singing or something, and then she started recording it.
Anyway,
Perhaps I misunderstood.
I think you are misunderstanding it.
Oh damn it!
I got very, very stressed out, and when I got back, it was really fun though to meet her dad and everything. And when I got back, my back was fucking rock hard and like spasming, and it was so bad that like that night, like I vomited and was like, I mean, I have a very like heavy duty adrenal gland. And when that kicks in, I mean, I have to pay the consequences for it.
You seemed mostly relaxed that road trip that we took down to the
Couple of things. I was in the back seat, which gives me a little bit of security.
Yeah.
Right. And plus, other than the fact that those two were fucking punching each other, Josh actually isn't a bad driver. I mean, he was pretty good.
Very good driver.
But anyway, I was having a lot of anxiety, and I'm not really like I'm met as a fine driver. I'm a bad rider, and anyway, so really stressed out, and by last Friday, my back was hurting me so bad, I fucking thought I had a kidney stone. I got home from work. I laid down at 5 o'clock. I didn't get back out of bed till like 2 o'clock the next day. I had a fucking fever. I'm in trouble. I couldn't go to work on Saturday. So by Sunday, I ended up going into the doctor. Well, the good news is I don't have a fucking kidney stone. But I do have a really, really fucked up lower lumbar, apparently. He said it was just like super engorged and not in good shape. But do you know anybody who's had kidney stones? You ever had a kidney stone?
A friend of mine has one. I just ran into him in the grocery store the other day, and he had just got out of the hospital. He was still wearing like sweatpants and stuff, and he's dealing with some of that shit. My dad actually had one, passed one. So when I was younger, I must have been a teenager. Of course, he's from another era. He's tough.
Yeah,
he calls them dick bullets.
Dick bullets.
But
well, it's supposedly the most painful thing that anybody can experience.
It sounds fucking excruciating. Yeah. I can't even fucking imagine.
It's like like having a baby out of your wiener.
Yeah.
But I went into the doctor and they said, oh, what did you need to see the doctor for? I just went into urgent care. I couldn't go and see my doctor. It was Sunday. And I'm like, I don't know, guys. I think I might have a kidney stone. And the lady behind the desk is like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's like I told her I had stage 4 terminal cancer or something. I was like, well, I don't. And she's like, oh, it's going to be horrible. I was like, oh my God, I feel horrible. But I was very happy.
Just take my life.
Right. I was very happy that it didn't turn out to be that. So I got on some really heavy duty anti-inflammatories, and so I'm feeling better. But I'm still a little messed up. It's hard for me to do much for moving. But the good part of that is I've spent a lot of time over the past week laying in bed, and guess what I did?
You watched The Duelist.
I did.
Fuck yeah. Now here's the part where he tells me he hated it. And go.
I liked it.
Damn.
There's nothing to not like.
Fuck yeah.
It was very
0 for 12. I'm 1 for 12.
It was a great movie. It's about these two guys that it's actually about one guy, Harvey Keitel's character, who's got a fucking hard on for killing this other guy who really didn't do anything wrong.
He's just a crazy, violent fucking man, can he carry a grudge?
Yeah. It reminded me of my mom. But what I really liked about it is I liked the other character, not the Harvey Keitel, but the
Keith Carradine
character, who didn't want to fucking fight these duels over and over again, but his honor kept like
demanding
that he do it. But that part I liked that, but what I really liked is there's a part where, and I don't want to wreck it for you, but it's from 1977, so fucking spoiler alert. There's a part in there where Harvey Keitel's character ends up kind of on the wrong side of history and gets and he's like slated to be executed because he supported Napoleon, and it doesn't really matter, but this actually happened. There was quite a purge after Napoleon, and Carradine's character is like finds out, that his mortal enemy, a guy who has tried to kill him multiple times through the years, is slated for execution, and he intervenes on his behalf. And there and never explains it or anything like that. And he says to the guy that he's like, I would really appreciate it if you could like, keep this secret between us or whatever. Okay, cool. So I'm like, oh, this is kind of neat. All right, whatever. Oh, you're gonna fucking duel again now? That fucking guy comes after him again.
Yeah,
this time with pistols.
He found out.
No, he didn't know.
Didn't he find out?
He didn't find out. He didn't know.
Oh, okay.
That. But it was just like, oh my God, no good deed goes unpunished. And I don't know. It was interesting. And I liked the end. I liked everything about it. It's the kind of show that was good enough that I could actually get behind a reboot. But it would have to be like done really well with the right people.
Like, you mean Kevin Hart and The Rock?
No. That was not what I was thinking. I actually don't know.
That was me poking fun at how shitty reboots are in Hollywood today.
They are always shitty. Wait,
they are always shitty.
Actually, I don't know. I'd have to. I mean, okay, maybe reboots as far as like some movies go, but like some of my favorite television shows have been reboots. Battlestar Galactica.
Yes.
And another one that I wanted to bring up is a reboot, Lost in Space.
I haven't. Okay, so I've been wanting to watch that.
So I loved the first season of it. I watched it in a couple of days, binged out on it, and I just thought it was fucking great. But then it ended, and there was a really long time in between season 1 and season 2. I kind of forgot about it. And then I just noticed it on Netflix the other day as I was just sitting there with my TENS unit on, shocking the fucking shit out of myself. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that came out again. And I watched just the first episode of it. And I'm like, man, this is so good. But it's really interesting how they did it because they're there's 3 kids, Yeah. It's always tough when you're doing seasons because, man, kids grow so goddamn fast. They must have shot all the principal photography at one time. There is no age difference between season 1 and season 2 of this 10-year-old boy. And you know how 10-year-old boys, like, 3 months and they're fucking, like, growing a beard and shit. So I don't know. I was actually interested in how they did that. But another thing that reminded me of is the dad in that, and I know you haven't seen it, but he's played by a guy named Toby Stevens, and he was the main character in the show Black Sails. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I enjoyed Black Sails. It was kind of a guilty pleasure show, like Spartacus. Probably more so than Spartacus.
Was fan-fucking-tastic. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think Spartacus. I mean, other than all the sex, it was just awesome. Spartacus was fucking great.
I didn't hate the sex, but like Black Sails was a really fun amalgamation of every historical and fictional pirate story,
pretty much, yes,
that you've ever fucking heard of, plus some other shit thrown in there, and a bunch of cool actors,
very cool actors, and like with some
in like a high budget and some fucking cool, like cool fights, cool fucking ships, cool, like that
really
stuff
good.
And who doesn't like pirate stuff?
Well, I was actually thinking about it, and there are Ice Pirates might be the only other really good pirate.
That was a space pirate.
What other pirate movie has there been, or series that was good? Because I love Black Sails. So I can't think of another
one. Okay, now it was campy and stuff, but Gina Davis and Matthew Modine were in Cutthroat Island, and that was pretty good.
Okay, kind of.
Now that shit with Johnny Depp, I didn't like those.
Oh,
They sucked.
I hated that.
Yeah, those are fucking
I
terrible
went
movies.
and saw me and Peyton and I have gotten into like knockdown dragouts over that one because he tried to tell me one time that Pirates of the Caribbean was brilliant, and I was like, brilliant. We need to define the word brilliant because
Right.
you must think it means shitty.
I fucking hated Orlando Bloom in there.
Everything about that was horrible.
The Captain Sparrow was not that fucking funny or cool or fucking like. We all liked that the rogue character, the anti-hero and shit, but that was not a well done, well written, well anything movie, and they were fucking stupid, and they got worse and worse and
And the
worse.
CG was so bad in it, and like I get it, this was a while ago now, but man, there's a scene in the first one where a bunch of shit's happening in the foreground. In the background, the fucking pirates are fighting skeletons, and there's a guy sitting there going, and there is no skeleton. He's just standing there for a good solid 20 seconds fighting nobody. That's kind of something you might want to look at.
There should be more pirate movies. There should be some cool pirate movies.
Yeah.
I liked Cutthroat Island. I'm
Do you
trying to
remember
think of,
the one that had Charles Darwin in it? Like if he was a character in it, and the guy who played Charles Darwin was the guy who played Chaucer in A Knight's Tale.
no. And I like that guy, Vision from the Avengers.
Vision, yeah. It's something in Command and Commanders or whatever.
Master and Commander
Master
on the
and
far
Commander.
side of the world.
I wanted to love that show, and I just didn't.
I mean, yeah, and it was just a naval, period.
Yeah, it wasn't a
piece, but
pirate. Yeah, piratey. But it was, yeah.
You know what I really liked? I should fucking bring you these. Of course, I've got them on DVD, and I know you probably don't even have a DVD player.
I don't.
I think you
But
mentioned that before.
I can
Well,
cobble something.
If you can find, and I think you'd like these, I got them on. I think I originally watched them on Bravo, but I liked them so much that I finally ordered the whole set on DVD. Horatio Hornblower.
I've never even heard of that.
Fucking well, that's a lot. Many hours of cool naval he's in the English Navy, the British Navy. And he's aboard a ship called the Indefatigable.
Okay.
Which is a fucking mouthful. And it's an old story. I don't even know who the fuck wrote it. But it's really well done, really cool.
And they made a series?
Yeah. And some of the characters, there's some of the people, and the people are there's some famous people on there, people that weren't famous then but are famous now.
Huh.
I think Ned Stark, Bean.
Okay, yep.
I think he's on there.
Sean Bean.
And there's another guy. I got the guy that played the King Arthur character in that old one where they're like Roman soldiers. Shit. Anyway, you'll recognize him. He's been in a bunch of shit. He's a cool guy. Horatio Hornblower. And it's a cool series. I was fucking engrossed, mostly because I love that kind of shit. But you like that shit too. I think you'll enjoy it.
I didn't realize that. And then one more thing. I finally broke down and got all access, and I watched Picard. Did you get a chance?
I just watched the first one last night. I'm gonna be using your password. I decided either because I had trouble logging in after the first one because I was gonna fucking start the second one immediately because that shit was fucking awesome, and then I'm like there's some error, and all night I couldn't get in to watch the second one. I'm like, and then today I was like, oh fucking sweet, I can watch that, and because it was working, but. Then I was like, oh wait, Christine is fucking super engrossed in this shit too, and she doesn't watch space stuff even.
She likes Star Trek.
She doesn't know. No, she was like, but she liked this. She liked this. I started watching it, and she's like, no, I'm really interested, but she doesn't know a Romulan from a fucking Klingon from a Vulcan.
So I guess, and it's not a criticism at all because I felt like they wrote it to me.
Dude.
It was like, dear Matt. Here's everything you've ever felt about Star Trek.
Well,
And
my
it was, I mean, I made it about 4 minutes before I started getting a little misty.
So the
I may have been on
special
painkillers.
effects were cool. The ideas are cool. I like it so far. That fucking fight scene, like all the fight scenes were fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite part, and I love this about the Picard character and how like well spoken he is, and how fucking good Patrick Stewart is.
He's fantastic.
When he's talking to her about how special she is and how close friends he and Data were and
Right.
stuff, I'm just like, oh damn, like I just love that character, and I love fucking Patrick Stewart.
I do too.
He's like just so goddamn believable. And I was like, I wish that when I was like emotional and trying to convey a message, I could convey it like that.
Right.
Because he just fucking kills it.
It was so good. I almost had to go start watching some Next Gen again.
I thought about it too.
It was absolutely, and I've heard a lot of criticisms for it. Oh, and I was going to say, if there was a criticism, the only one that I could think of is that, holy shit, like everything they talk about in this is about Next Gen, about like, it's like if you didn't have that combined experience, could you even enjoy it? But then you say Christine did.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because I didn't know if you could. Because I thought, holy shit, they are just pumping my nostalgia heartstrings. But apparently.
Man, yeah, it was, I wasn't expecting much, and I was goddamn blown away because it's great.
I had super high expectations for it because I just wanted them to be great. And but I totally wasn't disappointed. The first episode is one of the best episodes of a television show that I've seen. Like they did such a fucking good job. It's still, I'm 3 episodes in now, when I can't wait till Thursday. But it was it's continuing to be good. But that fucking first episode really was got.
Well, the only thing that bummed me out about it is how fucking old Patrick Stewart is getting.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God, make some great stuff before you die.
Actually, I like it though. I like that he's like, fucking using a cane, and he's still like, well, I better go save the fucking universe again.
God, but if you watch Next Generation, you know what a fucking cool character he was.
Yeah.
Yep, James T. Kirk was a cool guy, but he's no fucking Jean-Luc Picard.
No, it's really interesting. Okay, and then last thing I wanted to talk about, as far as the television world goes, is did you see on it was actually Abby tagged me in the post, but this is weird. I don't see that unless I go to it anyway. But so it was quite a while ago. But then I reposted it on the spitballing one. But it was the Saturday Night Live.
I didn't watch that yet because I don't like that guy.
It was fucking amazing.
Really?
It was so good.
It's a Rudy spoof.
It's a Rudy spoof
with Texas.
I don't know who the fuck it is.
Houston Texans dude, that defensive end. What the fuck's his name?
I got no idea.
I can't even think of it.
Some big guy. Yeah, it's awesome.
But I mean, when I say I don't like that guy, why can't I think of his fucking name? Anyway,
well, it's on the spitballing page.
He apparently is a great human being, and he was a wonderful athlete and all that stuff. I just don't like
fantastic.
I don't like the Houston
actor,
Texans.
I mean, he put Samwise Gamgee to shame.
Oh shit! Oh,
it was so good.
I got a TV one.
Yeah.
So I watched a Netflix original series. It was only 6 episodes. Is called Ragnarok. And it's about this teenager that moves back to the town that he was born in with his mother and his brother, who, if you know anything, anyway, we'll get to that in a second. So it's a Danish series set in Norway. The Norwegian critics ripped the shit out of it, but whatever, it's Norway. They're smart.
They're speaking in English though, right?
The English is dubbed, but it's done
It's
extremely well.
I'm okay with dubbed,
Yeah.
as long as it's not subtitled.
Well, see, I started watching it with subtitles on because I didn't realize it was going to be in English. And I like subtitles. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
But if the subtitles are there, I read the subtitles, even if they're speaking English. So I have to
me
shut
too.
that shit off.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's no trouble with the dub. I mean, they do a great job. Everybody sound like the voices sound like they match the people.
Yeah.
You know, which is also.
I don't even really care that much. I mean, I'll watch even a pretty bad dubbed, as long as I don't have to read it. Like
this is great.
Good. Well, yeah, I'll check it out.
So
Ragnarok, huh?
This kid and his brother and his mother moved back to the town that he was born in, and like right out of the gate, they fucking blow it because if you know anything about Norse mythology, you start recognizing fucking characters.
Right.
And so he is Thor. So his brother, who looks nothing like him, you know, like this would be like, I'm not going to ruin it for anybody. That would be a reveal. That would be a spoiler, I guess. Like if you don't know anything about Norse mythology and you want to watch it, whatever, because it did just come out a couple of weeks ago.
But but you've also never seen an Avengers movie?
Yeah,
I mean,
but people know that makes connection, you know.
What? Okay, well, we won't talk about Norse. Well, I'll check it out. Ragnarok. It sounds
Ragnarok,
interesting.
it is. It's really good. No, it's like they went cheap on some shit. There was a couple of scenes where I was expecting a fucking kick-ass fight, where it's just a gruesome finish. But at least they gave us that. But it's really like I enjoyed it, and it's only 6 episodes and stuff, so it totally kept me interested. I liked it a lot.
Did you ever watch the Vikings? The one on? Yeah,
I like that.
I actually stopped watching it, and
I did too.
You're right.
I think there's a season left that I haven't seen.
Yeah, I didn't, and I have no intention.
Once Ragnar was off the show, it's just not interesting.
But man, those first 3 seasons were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And people have it was on the History Channel, and now it's available on a couple of different platforms, I believe.
Yeah.
I think you can get it on Amazon Prime or whatever. But it actually originally was done by the History Channel, and I was like, can they make a television? Fuck yeah, they can make a television show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not. You know, like it's the History Channel. You know, I mean, if there's one thing they can do, it's stupid fucking reality programming about.
Right. What happened to the fucking History Channel?
You know what? Fuck those guys.
But the thing is, you know, you should.
I want to learn about history. You know, swamp people, ice road truckers. All this stupid shit.
Actual television
ancient aliens.
In so many years that I don't even. But you're right. Yeah. Like, how does that even happen? I mean, somebody was talking about MTV the other day, and I was like, that thing still exists. And they're like, yeah, it's all reality shows.
Yeah, it's all reality shows.
Well, that makes complete fucking
shit that'll
sense.
fucking just hurt your fucking brain.
It's called music television, and it's a reality TV show. But Vikings, really good. And they did a great job. They did take some liberties with history because it's a fucking television show, but they also got some really important things right. They did a fantastic job. And as far as like the equipment, that part, they were spot on.
We do have a technical guy for stuff like that.
Tharg. Yeah, I remember when. God, I don't remember what the show was called. I know it was based on a Michael Crichton book, and it was
probably 13th Warrior.
13th Warrior, yes. Horrible movie.
Fucking awesome movie. Great book.
Great book. Yeah.
Good retelling of the book.
Yeah, it was actually okay. As far as it was an okay book actually. But
lo there do I see my father.
There's a scene in there.
Lo there do I see my mother and my sisters.
And there's a scene in there where the big badass Viking guy comes out in plate armor, and Tharg lost his fucking mind.
Understandably so.
It just simply did not exist at that period of time, and he's like, so actually I think it wrecked that movie for me as much as, and I don't even think I liked it. Well, who is that, Don? Antonio
Banderas.
Yeah.
But I did just watch something where they spoofed that, you know, but it was, but I really enjoyed it because I liked the book so much, and I really liked that spin on Beowulf, which Beowulf, the old Danish saga, I've read in many different Beowulfs. I'm a sucker for that shit.
Really?
Oh yeah. It was up there with Lemore d'Arthur.
Well, I have something to say about Lemore d'Arthur, by the way.
But Beowulf, they retell Beowulf in a really interesting and kind of contemporary way.
If people don't know what Beowulf is, and I hope we're not mansplaining. You know what? I just saw something funny about what Joe Rogan was talking about mansplaining. He says, "Isn't that just explaining? Except you're a man." And I was like, "Well, yeah, you know, it pretty much is." But Beowulf is the end of times kind of. Well, actually, Ragnarok's the end of time, but Beowulf is like the poem that kind of like sums up the.
Well, Beowulf.
Say what the fuck it is.
Beowulf was a Danish hero. He was a Viking, and he was summoned to this other kingdom to fight the monster, or to rid them of the monster Grendel that had been plaguing them. And after he kills Grendel, then he finds out Grendel's mother is the really dangerous one, and blah blah blah. So since
Of course,
13th
that's
Warriors,
actually Annalena Jolie.
Yeah,
She played it in the weird cartoon.
Yeah, the one with fucking Russell Crowe, which
Very
I
bizarre.
did not like that. I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna explain 13th Warrior. If anybody wants to see that, it's cool.
All I was saying is Beowulf. Like, if you don't know what Beowulf is, it's like this Viking, religious kind of text, poem, ancient poem. It's neat. So speaking of wanting to translate ancient, not ancient, but writing from another language or whatever. So I recently started listening to Musashi, which is an really old Japanese novel about the man who really existed, Miyato Musashi. And it's fucking hard to read, or it's hard to listen to, because it is translated from Japanese, and I realized that there's a lot of shit about Japanese culture that I don't know anything about and don't really give a shit about, right? So I'm trying to work through this book that is interesting, but at the same time, it's a slog. And it's 47 hours long, you know, and I'm like, if you don't shut up about this tea ceremony, I'm going to shoot myself. So I have
47 hours.
Yeah. I was like, this could be an amazing.
It's longer than some of my marriages.
This could be an amazing book if you just cut it down, you know, take in half, you know, because there's just a lot of it that is completely unimportant. But I don't know. So anyway, but when I was reading it, or when I was listening to it, I was just thinking about you wanting to translate it word for word, and I was like, you know, I think letting somebody have some artistic license isn't necessarily a bad idea.
Right. Well, then, you know, at least with the translation I did take some French in school. But Japanese is a totally different ballgame. Not that it wouldn't have been fucking mind blowing feat for somebody that doesn't even speak French to translate from French into English. But
the thing about that, the thing is that it's not even the language that was hard to translate. It's that they talk about some shit that just is not there's no cultural equivalent.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't understand. There's a scene in there where it receives this flower, where Musashi receives this flower, and he looks at the flower and he knows that it was cut by a master. He can tell by the cut of the flower, and they go on about it for a solid 15 minutes, and I'm like, if I wasn't so, but the fight scenes are cool. So I have to keep. So it's it's. I don't know if it's worth enduring all of the fucking crazy shit that I don't care at all about to get to the fight scenes. But you know, Musashi was a really, really interesting dude. He wrote the Book of Five Rings. He was the greatest swordsman to ever live. You know, he's fucking awesome. And the fight scenes in the book are really good. The rest of it's really fucking hard to get through. So that's all I was saying.
Well, you got to put up with some flowers to get to the awesome fight scenes,
right?
Just like real life.
So another thing, I have a big list that I wanted to get through. Danny hasn't suggested.
No.
So I don't know if you guys have seen this thing, but on Care 11 the other night, obviously I was watching it live because I fucking haven't turned the TV on in like years. But somebody sent Meta actually sent me a clip of it on Facebook, and Care 11 did a kind of like a expose about how Minnesota is destroying rape kits.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did, yeah. And of course, hey, who's number one? We're number one.
Number one.
Fuck yeah. Every time something's fucking mind-blowingly stupid and fucking embarrassing, you can bet your ass we're going to be out in front on that. And so like most of the rationale for destroying these rape kits is in a case where where consent is in question, and the act itself is not in question.
Right. So for example, like let's say you sexually assault me, but you don't admit to it.
We don't have time for that.
And I go get I get a rape kit done. They can use that rape kit to prove you were the person who sexually assaulted me.
Yeah.
But now let's say that we just got it on like Donkey Kong, but I say I didn't say yes. Kyle says he totally said yes. Then the rape kit isn't as important because
so swapping body fluids isn't in question. So they justify destroying the rape kits and not going through the time and expense of testing them.
The problem is when Kyle goes on to sexually assault somebody else who doesn't have that, where it's not that situation. He's not admitting to having the exchange of bodily fluids.
Or even if he says, "Oh, it was consensual," like again and again and again and again, pretty soon they're going to be like, we see a pattern. And now we've got proof. So like,
and
this shit,
it's fucking federally illegal. And I don't know exactly what it was. 2017, there was a federal mandate that said that you have to keep these rape kits for 50 years, right? And Minnesota's just like, well, whatever. It seems ridiculous. Now that's not to say that other states aren't just as bad. This was Care 11. They did the investigative report about Minnesota. They didn't compare it to other states, and I'm sure that in other states it's bad as well.
Yeah, we're talking about Minnesota here. This was an expose on Minnesota. I've got to think that like in some fucking shithole red state in the South, whatever, like fucking, whatever, something in the Bible Belt, whatever. They're down there, like to them, a fucking rape kit. They're like, a rape kit? You mean the duct tape and the fucking ball gag and the fucking like shovel and shit? Yeah, I got my rape kit in the trunk, like fucking. So I mean, it's not like Minnesota's this fucking horrible place, but I mean, this is what we found out, and it's not fucking good, horrifying.
That's fucking funny. Zip ties,
all that shit.
So anyway, you should maybe check that out, but also like, not good.
No, what the
and
fuck?
It sucks ass that Brainerd's always coming up fucking number one and everything's stupid.
And the state just got extra funding for them to. I wish I knew more about this. I should have fucking done a little more homework, or any. The state just got extra funding to test its rape kits that have been fucking sitting around.
Yeah, it's backlog of them.
Yeah. But instead, fuck that shit. We're just gonna throw that out. It's hard enough to report a rape and to go through this fucking process, but then when they just pitch that shit right out the fucking window, that I would think would be pretty fucking like hurtful and awful and like and discourage you from ever going through that again.
And if you have you ever seen Making a Murderer?
No.
Oh my god, you gotta see it. Making a Murderer. It's a Netflix original. It's a fucking documentary about this guy.
Was that the guy that got like railroaded or whatever?
Yeah, he's fucking still in prison. It's a crazy story. It's 2 seasons. You got to watch them both. But the first time he ends up getting wrongfully imprisoned and ends up getting exonerated, I don't want to wreck it, but he goes back. Again for a crime.
I've heard that was good, but
super good.
I don't watch a lot of like true crime shit
either. But this was the best. This. It's really infuriating.
I
But
should watch
anyway, in the beginning, he was accused of raping this woman essentially, and he was innocent. Later on, he ends up getting exonerated because the actual person ends up getting caught, and or ends up raping somebody else, and they end up doing a rape kit, and that rape kit ends up exonerating the first guy because the DNA matched. You know what I mean? So it's not just to necessarily catch the bad guy, but also there's times when it can actually exonerate the innocent.
Where was this? Where did this happen?
It was our neighboring state of
Wisconsin? I was going to say, was this in the South or was this the Northern South?
It was the Northern South. Yeah. It's really interesting. I really do think you should watch it. It's pretty great.
Yeah, that's one thing about solving crimes with DNA in the South. All the DNA matches.
Boy, you're really just taking punches at it. I'm going to take punches at our side. I was seeing this shit all over Facebook about lying dog faced pony soldier.
Lying dog faced pony soldier.
Yeah.
Which is not the name of a punk band, although it's gonna be.
It should be, man. Lying dog faced pony soldier.
Fucking Uncle Joe, you crazy son of a bitch.
So apparently Uncle Joe was at a town hall or something, and it was actually, when I watched it, it reminded me very much of the scene in the newsroom where the 20-year-old goes to ask a question and she kind of fucks it up a little bit and everybody kind of laughs and then she continues, but then instead of having this incredibly articulate, really well thought out, no, he says, "You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier," which, what the fuck does that even mean?
Right? Does he not know how to cuss?
Right.
What are you trying to say, man? Are you trying to say, cunt?
Right.
Then say cunt.
Then say
whatever.
cunt.
Fucking, you just, that's confusing and fucking bewildering. And
so his campaign tried to clear it up by saying that he was quoting a line out of a John Wayne film, which apparently he may have been, but it wasn't the line. It wasn't correct. Completely out of context. It didn't make any fucking sense.
Or at least, if you're going to quote John Wayne, at least quote a fucking cool line like, "Fill your hands, you sons of bitches," or some cool shit like that.
Which would have made exactly the same amount of sense in that context.
Right? Fucking.
And I mean, sometimes Joe's gaffes are pretty great, sometimes he says some, even though, they might be a little bit inappropriate, at least they make sense. I know one time he said, "Poor kids are just as smart as white kids," which was a gaffe. But
so
you know what he meant.
Now, Joe Biden is still 100 times the man, the everything that fucking Donald Trump is. So I'm not saying that I wouldn't vote for him if he was my only option. I am saying that he does seem, like I said to Matt, he seems like an old frat boy, the fucking, just kind of belligerent, a little belligerent and goofy and fucking like he's never had to deal with consequences.
He seems just as dumb as George W. Bush. Is basically what you're saying.
We talked about that too.
Right.
It just fucking,
And if I was faced between voting for George W. Bush, who I was not a fan of, or voting for Donald Trump, Bush 2020.
All day long, baby.
But, God damn it, please don't make us choose between buffoon A and buffoon B.
Although those years were comic gold. Joe Biden would be funny as fuck to lampoon and ridicule.
Okay. I am all
but I can't base
about
everything on that.
I am all about it being it being funny. And I know in a lot of comedians when Trump got elected, they were like, "Fuck yeah." Right? And
that shit went from being funny to just being a motherfucking dumpster fire.
The thing, right? It's not even funny.
It's not funny anymore.
It's sad.
Yeah,
and
fucking really
and
hurtful.
Even comedians
and makes me
are
feel bad things about our society and our
and comedians
country right now.
are they don't even really make fun of them anymore.
Yeah,
it's not even a thing. They're "Oh, this is bad."
Yeah, it's it's such low hanging fruit. It's really really funny. Yeah, he's an idiot. Ha ha ha. He is his own fucking punchline. You're just piling on at this point.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's making fun of something that makes fun of itself. It's not good job, man. Oh, pointed that out, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
Donald Trump's dumb.
You're cutting edge.
Yeah, I just really, really hope they don't give us those two choices. I feel like if they do, the chances of Donald Trump getting reelected is very, very high. And I also feel like the people that will elect Donald Trump is going to be the 98% of people who don't fucking vote. Like, I feel like that's going to be the tragedy.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, and honestly, if it's Biden against Trump, I mean, I'll tell you who's going to lose. The United States.
We are, yeah. I also saw something about Bernie Sanders on Facebook about they had some article, and what is it called? The clickbait thing fucking chapped my ass. But it said something to the extent of Bernie Sanders releases his tax returns. He's part of the 1%. Okay.
Is he though?
Well, technically, by a very small margin. He's like right on the edge.
Because his book sold and shit.
So to be the 1%, you have to be you have to pay the whatever it is, I get 24 or 33% of your income in taxes. That's like that's what it means. It's that top 1%. Is what I actually had to read about it because the article was so fucking like deceptive that I had to be like, I'd actually go Google like, what does it mean to be the 1%? And that's what it means. And it's basically, and everybody's like millionaires and billionaires. He makes like a little over $500,000 a year, or maybe like 500,000, which is a lot of money,
Sure, yeah.
But it's not a millionaire, billionaire.
No,
whatever.
it's not politician. It's not fucking corrupt politician kind of money.
And when they pointed it out to him, he said, "Yeah, I wrote a best-selling book. You go write a best-selling book, and then you can have a lot of money." You need to go fuck yourself.
I also saw like some fucking painfully stupid shit, and they're like, "Well, he's talking about the environment. He's flying around in private jets. He's on the campaign trail." Like,
right.
If you know anything about like campaigning for president, and if you know anything about anything, you recognize that as stupid. If you think that's legit, you're probably a stupid cunt. I mean, that's fucking so fucking stupid.
It really bugs the shit out of me when people are trying to point out how somebody who's, I'm not going to say that he's completely fucking virtuous and that he's never done anything wrong and whatever. But I mean, Bernie, in my opinion, whether you agree with him or not, and there are things about him I don't agree with, but
sure,
he is exactly what he says he is. He's put it out there.
Yeah.
He is been the exact same thing from the very beginning of fucking time.
He's not an insider, he's not part of the swamp. He's not corrupt. He's been around there for a while, but he's not part of the establishment.
And the whole,
because he doesn't take the fucking money. Nobody fucking owns him. And he isn't fucking like all like on the rich people dick, like, oh man.
And it's the whole everybody, they want, oh, we caught you. And the problem is I think it's the fucking left that's doing it as much as the right.
Yeah. Because like Sam said, we eat our own.
Right.
I had to fucking stick up for Donald Trump on Facebook a week ago.
What?
Well, it was just, it's like, he gives you enough shit to fucking, like, he's given us everything. There's no fucking, like, if you want to dislike the guy, you've got all the reasons in the world to dislike him. You don't have to fucking pick petty, stupid little fucking things. I mean, like, he's a piece of shit, like, morally fucking, like, I mean, in every fucking way. You like, and then to fucking pick on like some of the minutia that people fucking choose to like fucking focus on is stupid. So I mean, this isn't like, now it happens a lot more the other way because the right is a lot more intellectually dishonest. But the shit that they try to go after Bernie over, I'm like, are you fucking serious? I had
what did you have to defend Trump about? You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
You know what? I don't even want to talk about it because I don't remember the exact details, and I don't want to fucking have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I have to do it once in a while. I mean, of course I have to because they fucking like somebody like that. You can't fucking you can't pick on him over this stupid little fucking like Oh yeah. Well, I know. I can think of another one. The other one was the whole Kansas City thing, and he was talking about. He mentioned Kansas City, like Kansas City, Kansas, instead of Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
As far as like where the Chiefs are from, where the Chiefs play. And I was like, fucking really? Like this isn't the one that I was talking about, but this is another one. And I was like, what the? Who gives a fuck? Like
Right.
nobody fucking cares. If you do, if you find yourself fucking really upset about that, and you don't live in Kansas City, Missouri, that's the only fucking thing. Like if you were from Kansas City, Missouri, or you were a rabid Chiefs fan, I can see it. Okay, everybody else that's upset about that, you're just a fucking tit baby.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have known what they were talking about.
And I don't think a lot of people do. But who? And why
But
would? Who gives a fuck?
Somebody makes a little mistake, and you're like, "Look at that!" But it's like, dude, there's the whole like.
Right here, how about fucking being wildly corrupt and a piece of shit? Like, nope. I'm mad about the geography thing. I'm mad about the sports thing, the sports geography thing.
Crazy.
But yeah, shit like that, man. Ugh. Keep her on the prize. Focus on the big picture. You got anything else on that list?
I
there?
have one more thing. We had Danny Zwilling on the podcast a while ago. Danny is one of my training partners. He teaches jits down in St. Cloud with Brock.
Did he start a new endeavor?
Well, he and his wife Tamika, who's like this tiny little badass, they started doing just a YouTube channel. It's called K-Fab Jiu-Jitsu, and the two of them show some just really good, really interesting, jiu-jitsu techniques, kind of breaking it down Barney style for you so that you can it's a good place to start. And I just am really digging it. I've always liked the way Danny taught, and I fucking love watching Tamika put a whoop down on him, so that's always cool. So she's throwing him around and stuff, and I just been really digging it. So I just wanted to throw it out there. I put it on our spitballing page, but I wanted to just mention it. And the thing is, and what I said on Facebook is there's a fucking shit pile of jiu-jitsu tutorials out on Facebook or out on YouTube. I mean, a shit ton. But it's really hard to separate the chaff from the wheat. It's hard to figure out what's actually good to watch. Or there's some stuff out there that's really great, but come on, brother, right? That's a whole nother level of you need, without the 20-year experience, or I don't know 20 years, but without 5 solid years of jiu-jitsu experience, you can probably put a pin in rubber guard, all right, or something fucking crazy shit like that. What Danny and Tamika are showing is good, straightforward, solid jiu-jitsu, and I just been really liking
fundamental
it.
stuff.
Fundamental stuff. Having a good self-defense approach to it, showing gi and no gi, and I'm just digging it.
I'm gonna start watching their videos then. Watch out, Larson. I'm coming for you.
I think he'll challenge accepted.
Shit.
Awesome, and that's about it. That's the only thing that I had on my list.
Cool. Well, let's take a little break, and when we come back, we will have Danny Sargent with us.
The Sage. Welcome back to Spitballing, everybody. I'm Matt Taylor here with my good buddy
Kyle Amundsen.
and today we have Danny Sargent in the house. How you doing, Danny?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
I'm doing good.
Fantastic.
So you are Kyle's guest, yes. Kyle Patriot, which is great. But we've never met before, so it's kind of nice to. But I'm sure you feel like you know me.
I do from the podcast.
So you've been watching?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, you guys have a lot of stuff in common.
That's what Kyle keeps saying. Yeah.
And one of those things being you guys both continue to learn stuff. You guys are both oh, I don't know how to do this. I'm going to figure this shit out, Whereas I got to a certain point a while back, a long time ago, really, where if I don't know how to do something, I'm well, I'm going to pay somebody to do that.
Really?
Or I'm going to hit somebody up for a favor, or I don't know when the last time I learned to do something was.
Really?
Yeah. It's like some kind of fucking mental block or something. I'm too old to learn now or some shit. I don't know.
See,
it's weird.
I feel the exact opposite. I feel like it was really about when I late 30s, it was late 30s, Actually, you know, really, I can pin it right down. It was when I bought my my Chevy Love. So I have a 1980 Chevy Love, an old tiny little pickup truck, and I bought it, and it was just, you know, fuck a piece of shit. I mean, it's just falling apart, nothing right. And I was like, I'm gonna fix this thing. I'm gonna learn how to fix this thing, and I just like got on YouTube and just, you know, like whatever. I mean, I've like taken that whole goddamn thing apart, all the way apart, and I put it all the way back together, and it's not great, but it's functional and it's fun, and yeah. So, and then I was like, I think I can do anything. I just have to like figure it out. I just have to take the time and energy to do it.
Well, and you never like, did you ever go to school for computers or phones or anything like that? Because I know like you work on people's phones and shit like that, but like a lot of that stuff is like, school was a while ago. Like a lot of that shit, like you keep up on stuff yourself, and you're like self-taught in a lot of shit.
Yeah, and almost everything. You know, even when it comes to building computers and things like that, it's all self-taught.
Just a little bit closer to your microphone.
A little bit in there. Here we go.
Get that sexy NPR voice going on.
Get intimate with it.
So you like? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna tell him that I told Matt about the balloon animals thing.
Yes.
So one of the things I want to talk about, but we'll, you know, just for right now, we'll just say that he taught himself how to do balloon animals and shit for his kids as part of that whole super dad thing. But we will talk about that.
Don't put a pin in it, or the balloons will pop.
They do pop.
No,
Put a pin in it.
But what were you saying now?
Well, I was just saying. So, I don't remember. Fucking something about like you. Well, you like what do you do at first of all?
So right now, I do some work from home stuff. I've just left my place of employment by choice. So just
so you're in between jobs, and you're not a millennial. That's pretty cool.
I'm not a millennial. I'm working still. You know, doing some website development and you know, some.
Is that even a thing anymore? Doing website development? I thought like Squarespace pretty much killed that.
Yeah, but people still have no idea how to use it. Like it's so self-explanatory, and people just don't, like Kyle. They just don't want to learn anymore. So they get to something that they don't know how to do, and then they just still hire it out.
For me, I think it's because I'm not a fast learner. So I kind of do a quick, I do like a quick analysis of how much do I give a fuck versus how long is it going to take me to learn.
Right.
So I'm like, how important is this to me? How much do I not want to learn how to do this? How long is this going to take me to learn how to do this? You know, like, you know, feed that formula in. And a lot of times I'm just like, fuck you.
My only, I don't like to get dirty, so I know that's not manly, but I don't like so fixing cars.
Yeah. I
don't do that only because I don't like to get grease and shit all over me. So I don't like it. You know, I'll learn how to do anything, and I've last summer I actually changed a tire in a car for the first time by myself, and that was a proud moment. Everybody laughs at, but
I do that shit every time I fucking do like some stupid little thing. I'll be like, I am the greatest mechanic that ever lived.
Yeah.
You know?
And my wife, it took me like literally 3 hours to do. And my wife's like, why didn't you just use the goddamn AAA? And I'm like, because I wanted to do it, you know? And it was harder than I thought, but when you've never done anything like that at all.
Well, especially like, did you use like a floor jack, or did you use like the jack that came with your car or whatever?
The one that's in the Tahoe, yeah. So
okay, well, I don't know what comes in a Tahoe, but usually like in most cars now, they give you this little fucking.
That's it.
And
it takes about 400 turns to
fucking awful.
Build it up.
So you do website development?
Do some, you know, more. Right now, I'm doing more of the transcribing. You know, I transcribe court cases.
Really?
Yeah, you just put on a set of headphones like these,
and
you type what you hear. And
crazy.
The first couple jobs I did, I failed because I would correct their grammar and sentence
can't
structure.
Be doing that.
It has to be exactly. And I didn't even know I was doing it. Truthfully, I'm just typing and making the old corrections, and all of a sudden
that's pretty funny.
They're like, you failed. I'm like, what? That's not something I hear too often. Yeah,
so from now on, transcriptions of spitballing will be man, you're gonna have to do some grammar and sentence structure fixing on on my part anyway.
I just started also doing subtitling for a company here on some different movies they have coming out and stuff. So
oh really?
Yep.
Huh.
Do you watch foreign movies and
No.
put the subtitles in?
No.
So you're doing
you're not translating them?
So you're doing closed captioning kind of?
Yes,
or like,
exactly.
Okay.
Yep,
Huh.
exactly.
Huh.
Of course, my next question was gonna be like, I was gonna go right past my whole transcribing or my whole fucking translating Le Morte d'Arthur, but I was gonna ask if you translated them from your native language in English.
Jeez. That follows me everywhere. Still.
I'm lost.
So Danny gets people fuck Danny up for multiple races.
Asian, a lot of Asian, Hispanic.
And you're clearly black.
I've been called Korean before, and I'm.
What was the one? The Asian guy.
Yeah, no. So at work, I went in early one day. The guy who was supposed to open didn't, so they called me, and the parts guy was calling everyone. And finally, I go let him in, and then the manager comes in and says, "Who let you in?" He's like, "Oh, the Oriental guy out front."
And you're like. First of all,
What?
Oriental
Right, we don't
refers
say
to
Oriental
a rug or
anymore.
a plate,
He uses
not to a
Oriental
human.
anymore.
And B, so what is your ethnicity?
I'm kind of a mutt, actually. I'm kind of a lot of everything. I think the feature that stands out the most, I'm a lot of European. My dad was like 1/16 Native American.
Oh, that's it.
And unfortunately, so I'm like 1/32nd, and unfortunately, I got the dark hair and somewhat darker skin. And
Yeah. Well, that's,
If you had children with Elizabeth Warren,
I was just gonna go Pocahontas on you. Yeah. Well, that
good stuff.
nobody ever confuses me for anything but a white guy. So. But
only in pictures. When I started seeing Michelle, she showed a picture of me to one of her daughters, and she's like, "You dating a black guy?"
What?
I'll show you the picture. I don't
CeeLo
know if I was
Green?
like,
Is that
I don't know if I was tan.
wasn't that the one that they
I'm
said
not
you?
sure if it was the tan. Because at the time I had a good tan, but I don't think that should be enough considering my features and stuff, and my lack of athleticism. But the shaved head, I don't know what it was, but she looked at the picture and she's like, "Oh, black guy, right?"
You guys know Steve Walzak? He looks like a white CeeLo Green. Exactly
I told you the
like him.
CeeLo Green story.
Yeah, that's weird with Chase. We're talking about CeeLo. So, so do you use that to your advantage? Like if somebody starts talking about white privilege, you'd be like, whoa.
No. I think the best one was we were at a meeting at when I worked at Millstill, and we had a Hispanic store. He was in charge of all the locations, and he goes on this rant in Spanish, and he's just screaming, and all of a sudden he points at me in the front room and goes, "That guy knows what I'm talking about." I'm like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
And the funny thing is like that even that assumption is kind of like, I mean, there's a lot of Latino people who do not speak fucking Spanish.
Right. Well, and for me, the funniest thing about that story is it's one thing for white people to fuck up your ethnicity, but for somebody of a race to think that you are their race, that's a whole different ballgame. That's a whole other level of
That's what I
that
always
shit.
say. It doesn't matter who takes over the world. I'm just enough
Yeah.
of that to survive. I'm gonna be all right.
Gonna be just fine.
Huh.
They're not gonna be proud of me, but they're gonna let me live.
See, yeah. You're like a ethnic chameleon. That's perfect.
So,
So dumb.
So I met Danny and I first met. Danny was there already when I started working at Zorba's.
Oh, okay.
He is into a lot of the same nerdy, the comic book shit and stuff like that. Danny was actually the one that did I ever tell did I ever mention that to you? The sun, or was it Sun's Getting Pretty Low, big guy?
Sun's getting pretty low.
No.
Sun's getting real low.
It's from the second Avengers movie.
Yep.
You tell him the story.
So in the second Avengers movie, Age of Ultron, when the Hulk is going crazy, the only way they can calm him down is the girl he likes, which is Black Widow, comes up to him. They call it a lullaby, and she holds her hand out and says, "The sun's getting real low, big guy." And then he comes up and touches her, and he turns back into a man. And I had a dream one time that we're at Zorba's, and some guy's pissed off Kyle, and he's like literally kicking tables through the wall where like the exact outline of the table is a hole. And I'm just creeping up to him going, sun's getting real low, big guy. Kind of Neanderthals over and turns back into Kyle.
Shit. Cracks me the fuck. No, like if I see like a meme or something, or the last time I watched that movie, I get quite the damn chuckle from that. But
I'm just writing down T-shirt ideas.
Always thinking.
Indeed. So, I referenced the balloon animals and stuff and the super dad thing.
Yeah. So you like recently you were working full time. Before that.
Yeah. So I worked at. It was my first year at Mills actually, and we so it's 2014. We went to Mexico, and we go every year.
Did you blend right in?
I do. Funny story. One time we did go there, and they came in. They put these sombreros on, and they take your picture of your whole group, and they come out with tequila bottles and whatever. They came back around and took every sombrero but mine, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, you forgot mine." He goes, "Oh, I thought you wore that in here." And of course, I'm with Lee J and all the crew from Zorba, so they think it's hilarious. It was so ridiculous.
That is.
But anyway, we're there, and outside of, we stayed at this giant resort. It had like, I don't know, probably 1,000 rooms or more there, and outside of each big building, there was a different activity, and outside of ours was a balloon maker. And so every night when we'd go into our room, the kids would get a couple balloon animals, and they loved it. Well, we come back home, and now there's no more balloon animals. They're like, "Oh, I want a giraffe, I want whatever," and I'm thinking,
How old are your kids?
right now they're 9, 7, 4, and 1.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so there's
That's a
4 of those
lot.
monsters. They're actually wonderful. But so we get back, and I'm like, I'll figure it out. So I ordered a bunch of balloons and started watching a couple YouTube videos. And then once I figured out that it's just a couple basic twists, and you can pretty much make whatever you can think of, then it just went crazy. And I've made so many crazy things with it. My kids love it still, but.
So now are you booking yourself as like the Mexican clown or anything? Or?
No. You know what? They make, actually, people underestimate it. Most balloon artists work just weekends or like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So
I bet you they make some serious money.
Over $100,000 on average.
The fuck out of here.
Like
really?
I was telling my wife though, I said, you know what? I have so much fun doing this, and it's so special between me and my kids. I don't ever want to do it for like a job and then end up hating it. And then all of a sudden you just, oh great, now I did this for 5 hours. And
I feel the same way about tons of things. But we talk about it about the podcast all the time, like how it, like I know that there are tons of things that we could probably do that would probably help us like be more successful. And there's a lot of those things that I'm interested in because I want to just be able to share this with more people. But the other side of it, it's like, well, I don't really want to make any money off of it. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't take money if it was falling on it, but it's like because we don't try to commercialize it, it makes it so much more special.
Yeah.
And
Well, and the last thing we want to do is like to be beholden to anyone.
anyone. Yeah. And
No,
I mean,
it's-
I know there are some great podcasts out there. Joe Rogan always comes to mind where, he does his commercials, but he's not beholden to anybody. That said, it's just a lot nicer not have to fucking worry about it.
no,
You know?
Yeah, I feel the same way about like bouncing. Like I like doing this, but if my kids get drunk, I don't want to throw them out. I was trying to think. I never did successfully
That was
find
bad.
a joke there. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. But hey, way to swing. Just swing.
just swing away.
Yeah, like they're not all going to be fucking home runs. But
Or
just like
even bunts.
well, just like Lee Harvey Oswald said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Solid.
Pretty sure that wasn't him.
It should have been.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Like, yeah, fuck it. You don't want to start a business out of being a balloon animal guy. Be
Yeah,
annoying.
It's a lot of fun though. Like people, I mean, they kind of laugh about it, but my kids one day wanted balloon jetpacks and alien guns, so we sat down and ended up coming with these really cool designs that they loved. And
So, So you like just came up with them yourself?
Those designs I did, yeah.
Huh.
I looked at, my sister had a baby a few years back, my sister-in-law, and I made her, I think Kyle's seen the picture, but I made her this giant stork carrying a baby in a basket, all out of balloons. It's actually really cool. It's about, 4 feet tall, maybe 3.5 feet tall. And the only stork I ever knew was the guy on the front of the Vlasic pickles jar. Yes. So that's what he looks like. He's got the blue deal on his head, and it's a giant white stork. And
Huh.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I didn't realize you could go so far with balloon animals.
I've made, my favorite thing I've made personally is I'm a big Disney fan, and we made Princess Belle holding a rose in a glass jar, all out of balloons, the glass jar and the rose inside and everything. That took a long time, but it's pretty awesome.
Huh. Do you have like an Instagram or something?
I don't. It's funny for how much technology I love to work on and love to play with. I have Facebook, and that's pretty much that's it.
I mean, do you put pictures of the shit on your
yeah,
Facebook?
all those pictures are on my Facebook.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'll have to check them out, man. I'm interested. Giant stork.
Yeah,
I
pretty cool.
don't know why I threw out Instagram. I just know it's a place where they put pictures.
Yeah.
I have an Instagram.
I've never had an Instagram.
I told you to get one.
I know.
You didn't.
No, I didn't. But that's because when I asked you why should I get one, you're like, I don't know, and I'm like, okay, fuck
I
it.
was told you were supposed to have one.
Yeah, and I don't know what I would use it for.
Well, we're
just
supposed to fucking put pictures of shit on there that I should be putting fucking pictures
Like
of
nudes?
Danny's balloon animals on there.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like that kind of thing, like where it's related to the thing. But it's like, that's what fucking Facebook's for.
That's what I think.
Do you?
know,
Yeah.
I don't even have a Twitter account, and apparently, like, people have told me, oh, you really need Twitter. And I'm like, do I though?
I don't know anybody on Twitter.
Well,
Like, the only thing that, like, I like reading Twitter, like, things on Facebook. You know, like, look what fucking President Trump tweeted. That's it. That's the extent of it.
well, see,
Right.
on Twitter, like, what do you like? You don't have friends, you have
Followers.
followers. And see,
That
whenever I
appeals
see
to
that
me
word,
because I like followers.
that shit creeps me out because I'm like, on Facebook you have friends, that's okay, but I feel like like if I go on Twitter, and then I've got followers, then I have to say, if you follow me or shit like that, like my followers. And really, like, I think that's stupid. Like, if you're my follower, then that means you should, like, drink poison Kool-Aid and stuff like that, like the followers should do, But, like, not just fucking look at the stupid shit that I fucking, throw out there on the fucking,
So I found this, like, setting, I'm so bad with any of my technology, which is weird because I actually, like, I'm kind of technological, and yet, like, I don't know how to run anything. Like, especially, like, social media shit. But I found this thing where you could change, different, like, the labels of things on. So I changed friends on my Facebook to say minions. No, I would complete fucking with you. I was complete fucking with you. I wish you could though.
I think unless you're like an influencer or somebody like a celebrity type person.
Oh, we are.
Having more than one social media account is so time sucking. I see so many people, they have to check their Twitter, then check their Facebook, then their Instagram, then whatever other Snapchat, and
Yeah,
all these
Facebook is
things, and
more than enough for me.
It seems like so much work.
I mean, I had Snapchat for a minute, but that's just because the girl that I met at the bar she went to the U. I was thinking about how long ago was that? Well, it was. I'll give you a hint. When she was like, "Oh, how old are you?" I'm like, I told her, and she's like, "That's how old my parents are."
Yeah, that's always
That's
great.
a good feeling.
But she convinced me that I needed Snapchat, and we would be Snapchat friends and stuff. But then I got rid of that quickly because I could not figure out fucking Snapchat. It's needlessly complicated. I mean, it's probably very simple, but like I said, gotta weigh how much of a fuck I give versus how much,
I mean, but you are pretty huge on the TikTok.
What's the TikTok?
I don't know. Actually, I just said it because I knew it was a buzzword. No, it's an app, and I don't have it, but I've seen the youth that I work with use it. But it's an app where essentially you lip sync to songs, and it turns it into like a music video. And there's like I don't know, man.
Where was
TikTok.
that when I was fucking 11?
Right.
Fucking
Back in your gold chain days.
right. Fucking kids.
It was conceptualized on Star Trek
Oh.
because you were 11.
Ah, shit.
So, you are a kind of a self-proclaimed geek. You said, right?
Yeah, I don't like to use that term, but yes.
What we're like third world geeks, though. Is that right? Like when you're third world feminist, is that that's like saying a new age?
No, third world. I think third world conjures up imagery
New
of
world?
people shitting outside and not having clean water. and
Okay, what's
stuff
the
like that.
phrase? What's when you're like you're not a feminist, you're a
Feminist.
oh god damn it.
Yeah,
New world? Okay. Google on the break. God damn it.
Well,
I think it's third. Anyway, we're claiming it back. We're taking geek
when
back.
I was a kid, and Kyle and I have had this conversation numerous times. When I was a kid, it wasn't cool to read comic books, and it wasn't cool to
no.
be like science to be my number one subject in school, and math a close second, and that stuff wasn't cool. So I remember numerous times when I have my textbook open, a Green Lantern comic book on the inside, just kind of trying to hide it, but had to get through it, And nowadays, so many people are like, "Oh, just a big nerd. I love comics." And no, you love comic movies. That's it. You don't know anything about comics.
Like fucking girls on Facebook and shit, Oh, I'm such a nerd. You're not a nerd. You're a whore that found glasses.
That's it.
Fucking everybody, nerd shit is popular.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like I keep seeing like I fucking love science or whatever that people that's like a meme or like people have like different than I fucking love science and it's like yeah, did you always? I don't know.
I had to pass up going off on a girl that was actually one of our bartenders at the Z. Because I was telling her, I was talking to, there was a couple people and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, that shit wasn't always cool, but now like fucking nerd stuff is, super fucking cool. And she's like, is it though? And I'm like, and immediately I thought of like Game of Thrones and shit like that. And like the Avengers movie. And then I'm like, don't be mean to this cute, dumb girl, just let it be. You don't have to defend nerddom. We already won.
It kind of did.
Yeah.
Kind of did. I was never really into comic books, though. I mean, like a little bit. I was big into like ElfQuest. I think that's what like the only like real like comic book I was into back in the day.
ElfQuest was awesome.
I don't know. It's really weird though too, because I've told this to Kyle before, but that I came really really late to reading. Like I had dyslexia and like I couldn't fucking read at all, like zero until like late 5th grade, maybe starting in 6th grade, and then I just in very rudimentary, and it wasn't until like 8th and 9th grade where I kind of like actually got like a grasp on reading, and I'm a ridiculously slow reader too. So you would think comic books would have been like something I would have gotten into. Yep. But no, I didn't do it. And I think I don't know why, but I never really embraced them. Once I actually got the knack of reading, I embraced that like kind of like to an obsessive level. But yeah.
Well, I had to get into like superheroes on my own, but my brother turned me on to comic books. My brother was quite a bit older than me. So he was like on his way out of his childhood as I was getting into my comic book years. Yeah, Scott is 55 or 56 now. But he read, like back then they were hugely popular too. There was like Sergeant Rock, Sergeant Fury. There was a lot of war comics, and some Western comics too, like Jonah Hex, stuff like that. So I like that. I started with those and then discovered superheroes. But man, yeah, they did get. Oh, and now that I've kind of like rediscovered superhero comics, I was going to message. Actually, I was going to message Andy today, but since you're on, maybe he'll watch this. Andy, I need to watch. I need to figure out. I need to learn about the Age of Apocalypse, because that shit sounds dope. And that was, I think, shortly after I stopped reading comics. And now I don't like. No, I've not picked up where I left off, because they've fucked up a lot of my favorite comics and a lot of my favorite characters, like Wolverine and stuff. Now I'll read like the occasional graphic novel and stuff. Like Andy turned me on to a cool like gaming, like a fantasy role playing type one. called Die. But speaking of fantasy role playing, so do you have any? I was going to ask you to like if you have any LARPing costumes, if you could
I don't,
wear that shit.
I don't have any LARPing costumes.
Are you a LARPer?
I've LARPed once, and that was it. And it was
Never lived it down.
awesome.
For our immense studio audience, would one of you like to explain what LARPing is?
Live action role playing.
Yeah, so
Which
basically
is?
you show up, and what we did is you show up, and there's hundreds of people there, and it's basically two sides, and it's like whatever kind of fantasy world you want it to be, but then you basically have a war, and then there's breaks, and all of a sudden, like, I remember when in ours, everybody's going batshit crazy, and I'm thinking this is too much for me. And then this bell rings, everybody just stops, and they go eat food, and they go right back where they were and start. It was just the weirdest thing ever.
What do you mean battle? Like, are they hitting each other?
Yeah, I mean, you have like fake weapons, and it's all imaginary. But I mean, they're really hitting you. Some people take it extreme, and it's like.
So I have told a story before, but back when I was like 16, 17, me and my buddies got into a game. We're going to call it a LARP. But it was called the Highlander, and we made these swords out of PVC pipe, foam insulation, and duct tape. And the rules of it were that there could be only one, and we would beat the fucking piss out of each other. And like it wasn't like sparring, or like, oh, I got you, you're dead. No. You had to submit. That was the only way to like get you beat. So like, I mean, it was brutal, and you could do it anywhere. Like the only out of bounds was like you couldn't do it in any like business. You couldn't like go in and beat the fuck out of your friend at Perkins. That was not allowed. All right, and you couldn't go into their work. That was not allowed. That's pretty much it, though.
See, I think you should be able to you should have been able to attack people like in places like businesses, just not if they work there.
It's like the movie Tag.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Tag came out. That was right around the same time, or maybe that was a little bit earlier, but that was kind of the general idea, was Tag, except with swords, and we were going to beat the piss out of each other. But
the old Tag or the new Tag?
I think it was the old one.
Because they just made one where the guys...
Actually, no, the movie was called Gotcha, is that I was thinking of.
Actually, that's what I was thinking of, too.
Yeah.
The old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like the Pretty in Pink days.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. But that, because I watched that movie because I thought it was going to be hilarious. Tag, the newer one, where the guys have the same game of tag going that they've had since they were little kids, and they're like grown men and
For
they're
1
professional
week a
lives and
year,
stuff.
or 1 month out of the year, they have to play tag.
Was it good?
Well, it was okay, but it didn't turn out to be as cute and funny as I thought, because
It would have been better if they were beating the fuck out of each other with big PVC pipe swords.
Well, I actually, I always wanted to do this. So the SCA, the Society for Creative Anarchism, they have like the Pensic Wars. So in Pennsylvania, where it's fucking hundreds of people, thousands of people in like medieval costumes and shit like that. You've got like the Horde versus whatever, I forget. But they have mock battles. And I'm like, that sounds amazing, because let's face it, at some point, most people stop playing. And,
man,
like keeping playing, fuck, I just don't see anything wrong with it, Really.
We make you some fucking plate armor, man. You could be like the mountain that rides.
I could be a fucking tank, yeah. Just like any fucking, I wear down.
Yeah, the mountain that rides for 3 minutes.
Right?
I think back to you guys with those PVC pipes, and that's what I want my kids to do. Like, we live in a world now where it's like everybody's so afraid of their kids. You can't pretend to hurt anybody. You can't. And I'm like, some of my best memories with my brothers. I have 2 brothers, one younger, one older. They both ended up being older than me in terms of physical strength growing up. So, but we used to just get in epic battles with anything you could find.
Yeah,
and,
BB gun wars.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we did that. I actually got one stuck in my shoulder one time. And my mom was just like, well, what'd you learn? She's like, move faster.
Right.
Come on, Mom.
Duck, cover, and move.
Move faster.
I remember one time, God, and we used to do BB gun wars all the time, but this was a little later. I was like 15, and this was during the rough days. And I was living in an apartment with a buddy of mine. His name was Rob, and anyway, we had the top floor, and the guys from downstairs. There was like 4 of them. They were trying to take our floor, and we were holding them off with. And we had one BB gun, and they all had BB guns, and. But ours was pretty awesome. It was like an M16, I think it's CO2. Yeah, I think it was CO2. And I'm like backing him up and I've got the CO2s ready and everything. And all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, I'm hit." I'm hit. And he like goes up against the wall and he like hands me the gun. And I look and he's got a fucking BB right between his eyes. And it's in there. And he's like,
shit.
"Cover me." I'm like, "Fuck you." And I shut the window. I'm like, "We're done." And so, of course, we're idiots, So we don't do anything. Like it's in there. And like a day or so goes by and it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. So he's like, "Dude, you got to get this out of me." So here I am with a fucking needle nose pliers and a fucking screwdriver, and I, for the life of me, could not get that fucking BB out. And it was bad. He ended up with a big, it looked like a fucking strawberry on his head. So he finally ended up going to the doctor, and the BB was lodged in his skull.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was actually like it had actually lodged. They had to cut it open and like take it out and whatever. So don't shoot for the face when you're doing BB gun wars, kids.
Don't aim for the head.
Don't aim for the head. That's against the rules.
One pump rule.
One pump rule. Well, unless you're using CO2 ones, but there was distance. So our rules were like, it was one pump within like 20 feet, and then they were bad rules. And don't shoot toward the head.
See, we always just use weak ass like Daisy, fucking just some pretty wimpy BB guns.
No eye protection. Nobody's wearing glasses.
We wore eye protection.
What?
Well, we learned to wear eye protection.
What were you like?
But see what the thing. Like,
were you raised in the suburbs?
We started wearing these goggles and shit, and because we did it a lot, and we would shoot each other in the face, no problem. That was like me and Nathan. So the one time, like it was like the same day that I had just taken one like right off the safety goggle. My brother's like, "That's fucking stupid. Those goggles won't protect you." Like blah blah blah, and I'm like, we let him keep bitching, but me and Nathan were like, we beg to differ. Like we know for a fact they will because we fucking taken fucking shots right off the eye before. But yeah, fucking no powerful.
That's what your eyelid is for, Kyle. No, so incredibly dangerous. It's amazing that me or any of my friends are alive today.
Well, when we were kids, we had lawn darts.
Fuck yeah.
Remember lawn darts?
You know what they are?
Oh, yeah.
Projectile weapons.
Horrible idea, really, when you think back on it. Like, oh, what could possibly go wrong?
I actually have a buddy that, 2 brothers, and one of them was the guy who gave me the diagram when I was, 16, 17. The vagina diagram. But anyway, he and his brother were all fucking around in the yard one day, and he says, "Better run, motherfucker." And the other one is like, "Shit." And he like goes run it and he whips it. And it's like, "No, seriously, run. And he it ends up getting him sticking right in the back of his thigh. Or calf, right in his calf.
Shit.
Right in, man. Yeah.
God damn it.
I think those things were fine.
Right? What could go
Sharpen
wrong?
them up.
What could go wrong?
Well, actually, I would be in favor of that nowadays.
Of like lawn darts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that should be. There's
You know what it is?
There's so many of us, and we're not getting any smarter.
Right.
Kids are way too sheltered.
Well, and that's the thing
I
is that
agree.
Darwin's, process of elimination.
Yep.
That's a solid thing, man.
We have no natural predators anymore,
Right.
except for like actual predators.
Right.
But
One of my favorite memes of all time is, I'm not saying to kill anybody, But let's take the warning
Warning
labels
labels
off
off,
and
yeah.
let the problem take care of itself.
Fuck.
Right. Yeah, the warning labels are great. Like, do not use in bathtub. Yeah. If that's required, we're fucked.
Should we take a little break?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so let's take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Spitballing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matt Taylor. Here's my good buddy.
Kyle Amundsen.
And today, again, we have Danny Sargent in the house.
Hello.
So, no, I fucking hated Rudy.
Fucking
That's
everybody
unbelievable.
loves Rudy.
Not
I don't
everybody.
fucking, man. It's because you didn't watch it to the fucking good part.
Well,
The real-
but I got to watch the end of it on the SNL skit.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but I have a feeling
Well,
I'm
you
going to be
gotta
like, I'm already rolling my eyes. I will watch it.
I love Rudy. Love it.
What? And
Well, you have no account for taste. So
what's
that's
that
fine.
fucking guy's name from the Houston Texans? That defensive end. He retired now or whatever. The big stud. He was on. He's the guy that he was talking about on that fucking Robbie SNL skit. God damn it! His brother's in the league too.
JJ Watt?
Yes, JJ Watt. God damn it! I was having I had a mental block.
So, on the break, I did the Googling, and I was fucking right, you sons of bitches. Third world feminism is like a movement of feminism that is like where you're like reclaiming the word bitch and stuff like that. That was the idea. So I was saying like I'm a third world geek is like saying I'm like reclaiming geekdom. That was what I was saying. So, and you guys are looking at me like I was retarded, which is another word I'm reclaiming because I'm a third world retard.
Well, we don't know about your
word I
feminism.
use. Way too much.
Wish we could beep those, but that's beyond our tube technology. So speaking of shows, something we brought up on the break, and I know Danny, you haven't seen it, but we mentioned it in a podcast a while ago, and you like were trying to get me to watch it, and then I was resistant, like I am to most things, and then I watched it, and then we didn't get to talk about it,
Man.
and it's Don't Fuck with Cats.
Which is really cool.
It
Really well done.
was so much better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, well, it's super interesting, and the way they do it, like it's not like they don't.
See, Dan, I think
It's
you
a
would like it.
really
'cause
different style
You're talking
documentary.
about how you're into like some true crime
Yes.
podcasts or
Yep.
whatever, and that's kind of what this is. So it's about, and I don't want to spoil it, but it's about like these fucking internet geeks who get like sucked into trying to find this psycho who is like torturing cats online, and it just gets more and more and more. I was like, I don't even fucking like cats. What do I care? It didn't have anything to do with that. You don't, other than I did find his like, methods of, I'm going to stop.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's crazy, like how it started online, and people try to like the powers of people that live in their mom's basements and are on like remember when Shia LaBeouf tried to like go hide, and in like 3 hours he posted a picture of like a tree in snow somewhere.
Yeah.
In like 3 hours they had his exact location.
Right.
Insane.
What was the one? I can't remember. There was a Radio Labs about it, but it was about a guy who posted. Shit, I'm gonna have to look it up before I want to get too deep into it. But that was another thing where the fucking like Reddits like tracked this guy down, and like it just amazing. They were like, okay, so we know he's at a hotel, and the wood grain of that hotel, and just all of this shit, and like so they were sending people out to like check the wood paneling in the hotels and that in all these areas, and just like
Internet sleuth.
you motherfuckers got way
Yeah.
too much time on your hands.
Yeah, if you should watch that, and it's only what 3 episodes or whatever or something like that.
Yeah.
And fucking, I want to know what you think. Because it's fucking wild.
I wasn't really paying attention that it was only 3 episodes. So like in the last episode was like, this thing's fucking horror in like 20 minutes. That's impossible. But they did a pretty good job wrapping it up, and it was good. It was really good. It was kind of disturbing, but it wasn't awful. I mean, they don't show anything super duper awful, but it was a fucked up deal, man.
Yeah, but they do talk about some shit that's pretty fucking disturbing. So, I mean, fuck, that shit blew my mind. And I was impressed with their investigations and stuff like that. Google, like walking around on Google Maps or whatever, like just fucking, like, they're like walking down the street, like There. Here's the spot. You know.
That was the part of it that I thought that they did the best job of showing, like, how they actually were able to do it on the internet. Yeah, they did a great job. I mean, it was one that you actually have to watch rather than, like, it couldn't be a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Speaking, we talked about it before, but before you were here. But did you watch Making a Murderer?
So I've watched season 1, and then I did not watch. How many is there now? 3?
2.
Two.
Just 2.
I did not watch the second one at all. So.
Oh, you really should. It's good.
I liked it.
Yeah, the first one. They were great. They were really great. Yeah, cool.
I think shows like that are nice because it kind of shows that although our justice system is good, it's far from perfect, and
deeply flawed. Yeah.
Well, and it also was Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Like I was saying, the south of the south of the north.
Like fucking, like Wisconsin dude is like, Florida man, hold my beer. Fucking, they
hold my beer is one of my favorite sayings ever.
Fuck.
There's this like really, God damn it, I don't know if I can remember what it is. There's this really crazy sci-fi like space opera series that I really like, and I can't remember what it's called right off the top of my head. But there's an AI in it, but he's like really snarky, but he's like omni-intelligent or whatever. But that's his phrase, because he's always talking to the captain. He's like, Joe, is this gonna be a hold my beer kind of episode? It was just kind of funny. So it's pretty funny.
Curious.
Yeah.
Speaking of sci-fi, earlier when you said you didn't really learn to read until 5th grade, I was going to say that in 5th grade was for me the greatest year of my life. I discovered those choose your own ending fantasy books.
Oh,
yeah.
Go to page 32 if you want to fight the dragon, whatever the options were. And I remember my 5th grade teacher, Mr. Gravdahl, if I finished my work early, he'd let me go to the library because I always wanted to check out another book. And then I remember he said if we had to learn all the countries in Africa, so we did this mnemonic device where you say Chad had gotten his car, which was Central African Republic. It was a 4-door sedan. He paid too much, felt he got Egypt, and you just go around the whole thing, and you know all the countries in Africa. So then once I was able to do that, I got to go to the library whenever I wanted in his class and check out more books. So
well, they had to do something after you fucked up Niger so bad.
I haven't thought of choose your own adventure in forever.
right.
Those were fucking cool.
Then when the Goosebumps came out with their version of Choose Your Own Ending.
See, I was too old for Goosebumps, but
yeah, you were quite a bit older than I am.
But the Choose Your Own Adventure books, those came out when I was still a little kid. I was still in elementary school, and fuck, those were awesome.
Those were great.
And I was I was a voracious reader as a kid, and now I read fucking nothing.
Yeah, and it's not like you don't have time.
Well, I don't anymore.
What are you talking about?
Well, no, like
You don't
like full-time grandpa and shit.
read to your fucking grandchild.
He doesn't like the same shit. He doesn't want to.
You know what, dude? I'm telling you.
Although that is the plan. I'm already buying books to read.
So
first thing I'll be doing is going to be the Book of 3 in the Chronicles of Burdane.
So I used to read a lot, and then I kind of stopped. Reading. Was shortly after my second son was born, so he's 17 now, and just because I was too busy and I'm obsessive, so when I'd start reading, I'd be like,
gotta finish it.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, I'm only sleeping 3 hours a night because I'm fucking reading all the time. So I stopped. I pretty much stopped reading, and then a couple of years went by, and then I started getting into audiobooks, and I was listening to books on tape back in the day. But for
Rewind.
years, I was a primary parent for Peyton. When he from birth to we'll tell you it's probably like 3. So in that 3 years, we listened to shit piles of audiobooks, and I mean a lot of them weren't even good. But it was just like I'd just be like, all right, here we are, another World War II story, and because it was all I could get. But I think that really helped him develop. Linguistically, he's got like an awesome vocabulary, and he's really articulate and stuff like that. And I think that had a lot to do with the fact that he just was listening to people read the entire time. Because we didn't have the television on. I'd be like playing an audiobook and being dad, So
I read a thing recently that said kids the importance of being read to before you're able to read. And like especially in low income families, by the time they're 5 years old, they've on average heard 1 million less words spoken to them than kids of average or high incomes. And it just talks about, then you look at their test scores, and the dropout rate or the fail rate is like insanely higher among those kids than it is among kids who have been read to. So I agree with Matt. You should read to him.
Yeah, and if you don't, you're responsible for his failure.
He's 5 months old right now, so
now is the time.
Mostly, I talk to him a lot. Right now, I'm not really reading stuff because I feel like, well,
but I'm not talking about reading to him, like
like
Pink Bear, Blue Bear, Fuck Bear. I don't think Fuck Bear is actually one of the bears.
Fuck Bear is my favorite children's book.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
Yeah,
but no, I'm saying read whatever you want to read to him. It's just language that he needs to absorb.
When Peyton was a baby,
it's not baby language.
That would be great, but I'm telling you, if I could just read aloud whatever I happen to be reading, that would be wonderful. But it's hard enough to keep Christine from discovering that I'm reading Penthouse Forum without doing it out loud. So, is that even still a thing? Is Penthouse even still a print?
You mentioned a few times reading Penthouse Forum, and I was like, who the fuck actually ever read Penthouse Forum? Okay, I don't know. That was when we had, that was really fun actually, when we had Sue on from the We Are Clinic. You said she was Sue was she's a reproductive rights advocate. She's their doctor or nurse, or I don't know exactly, but they run the We Are Clinic. Super cool lady, and we're talking with her about this really super important issue. And Kyle's all like, she's talking about how they have like a lot of resources there for people, like a library, and he goes, oh yeah, and I'm like, oh, like Kama Sutra, and she's like, yeah, we have all kinds of books, and he's like, Penthouse Forum, and she's like, gonna hit him. I was like, you can hit him. He's
super cool.
Swat away.
For sure.
She was so not uptight. Like I was like, oh my god, do we have to be like real grown-ups here? Like, no, she was awesome. But yeah, no, I absolutely, I talk to him a lot. I'm always talking to him. But I have picked out like there's some stuff that I want to read to him. Of course, we'll start with like the little kid books and whatnot, but with the pictures and all that shit that he'll enjoy. But then, as soon as I can get by without the pictures, then I'm going to start reading him like books that I enjoyed as a kid, like I mentioned, the Chronicles of Prydain, which a lot of people haven't read, but I think they would be fantastic.
Did you ever read The Hatchet by Gary Paulson?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, nobody I know up here has read that. I don't know if it's
it's about
older, but
actually I read it when I was 35, but it's a book about a kid that survives a plane crash. Yeah.
Survives a plane crash.
He's got like a rifle and a hatchet, and like and he like goes out and like lives in the woods. It's really neat. It's like an awesome young adult, like survival book.
And it's not called The Rifle because of goddamn liberal lefty gun.
This is out a long time before that.
Kidding.
Honestly, I actually don't even know about the rifle. Was there a rifle? Did he have a rifle, or did he just have a hatchet?
Just a hatchet.
Yeah, so I was lying about the rifle thing. That's actually a different.
And a hatchet, and he swims back out. The plane crashes in a lake, and he swims back out and gets a couple supplies.
It's actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, the movie was called Call in the Wild, or Call of the Wild, one of the two.
No, Call of the Wild's the old Jack London.
Yeah.
Then it was called Call in the Wild.
It's Call in the Wild, yeah.
Same thing, same kind of title, but it's a Hatchet book, but it's a video version of it. Then they make a sequel and turn into a trilogy with Brian's Return and Brian's Winter, and it's kind of cool. It's not like
a sequel.
Adult.
Don't tell me the same kid gets in another plane crash.
No, so the sequel is called. I don't know if it's The River, where like some scientists hire him to go back and show them how he survives, and then that guy ends up getting struck by lightning. Now he's got to survive all over again. Or one is called Brian's Return, where he actually returns back because he goes back to like society and doesn't like it. So it's actually a good.
I stopped at Hatchet. But it was good
series.
Well, like after something like that, your sequels, you're going to be stretching the premise kind of thin at a certain point,
What I was going to say, though, is when Peyton was a baby, I read to him a lot.
When who was?
My son, Peyton.
That's my son's name.
Good name.
How do you spell it?
P-E-Y.
P-A-Y.
We went with Peyton Manning
We had to go with.
style.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. We had to go with the. We had to
Never
go.
heard of him.
We never go. Lawyer.
Sports guy.
Oh,
Quarterback.
makes sense. I just everything's got to be phonetic for me, or I'm fucked. So.
When he was a baby, I started reading the Dark Tower series by Stephen King.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And I would read those out loud, and then I didn't read a lot at that time. I had like Matt, I'd read
Now
a
he
lot.
says, "Thank you,
and then I
Sanj."
stopped.
Thank you,
No,
Sanj.
but I started
Thank you,
reading it,
Si.
and I would say, oh, I'm reading to Peyton. I gotta read to him, but it was really more selfishly for myself. But it was just I had an excuse to sit down and read. So
Right.
yes.
Do you notice? We were talking about it a while ago, but do you notice when you read books like that you end up like starting to like use the
Absolutely.
vernacular?
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. Like, man, we should have a parley. That kind of thing. Or I would say thank you, Si. I still say it every once in a while. Thank you, Si. I don't do the bow.
Oh, speaking of
You read all those? The whole?
No, I've read.
Oh, man, you gotta
the
finish it. It's
the last
fucking
one
great.
is it, and then by that time I had. How many is there? 4?
I don't know. 6?
Maybe 6. So I remember the Gunslinger's the first one, and that's the
Yeah.
one I read to where I was just like, wow, I love this, and I was into it. And the second one I wasn't as
Oh.
into, so I kind of just read through them just to say I did it. I think more than
Oh, I see. I
enjoying
love
it.
them. And actually, I think that the first one was probably like the weakest of them, just because, King wrote it when he was like 17. It was a really unfleshed out idea. And then he put it in a drawer and never looked back at it. But he says that's the only book he's ever wrote was The Gunslinger. And every other book is a what do you call it? A peripheral or a support piece to The Gunslinger, because that's the true story, and everything else just goes to support that. And I think that's an awesome, because it's all in there, But anyway, yeah, I was obsessed with them. They were great.
Speaking of Peyton, so this was a story that I wanted to mention just because it's so fucking cute. So we're at work at the bar one night. It was early in the night, and he's FaceTiming Peyton before bedtime, and I'm like, "Hey Peyton," I'm like, "Who's your favorite superhero?" Fucking kid doesn't skip a beat, just Daddy. And I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, goddamn.
it's
it was just good stuff.
I still to this day I still have a handwritten how do you call it? It's not a planner. Like where I keep notes or things that I want to accomplish. I have in this.
Yeah,
when you open up the
notebook,
first page,
journal.
right
Yeah.
on the on the inside of the first page, I have this index card I wrote. What did I do today to be Peyton's hero? What did I do today to be Paxton's hero? Piper and Phoenix, all four of my what did I do today to make their lives better, or instead of just existing for nothing, what did I do? So
God,
I try to read that as much as I can.
I can hate it when people are just actually good
So
people.
much better at parenting and stuff than we are.
My buddy Caleb, kid I train with, he who I want to have on the show sometime, because he's really he got he was like the grand elbow at Sheps.
Yeah.
And he was like new to town when he got, and then he campaigned to become the grand elbow. Pretty interesting story, but he's a super interesting guy, really amazing wrestler. Was a collegiate, he's been wrestling for 20 years. Anyway, god damn it, he's having a baby, his wife's pregnant, he's putting all these fucking posts on Facebook, and they're so goddamn sweet, and I'm like, Caleb, knock it off. You're making it fucking impossible for the rest of us. You can't be doing shit like that, and you definitely can't be doing it publicly. Saying like,
All raising the bar and shit.
like my life is so complete with you. Shut the fuck up.
We do this thing at my house. We've kind of slacked off lately, which is my fault. But we do a thing. We call it Science Sunday, and every Sunday, since I was off on Sundays, we would do a science experiment that's something as simple as a baking soda volcano, or then we would increase it to like elephant toothpaste with food grade peroxide, so it'd shoot the foam higher than the roof of my house. And we do and I love it because my kids, we'll ask them, like, we fill the little pop cans with water and boil them, right? And then I say, what do you think is going to happen if we put this into ice cold water? And Paxton, everything he picks, it's going to blow up. It's going to blow up, Dad. Paxton, what do you really think? I think it's going to blow up. Okay.
Yeah, solid
I
possibility.
think he wants something to blow up one time, but and then we do the experiment, and then the can crushes obviously, and then we ask, why do you think that happened? If you ask Peyton, who's 9, he can tell you. He'll say, well, the steam pushed out all the regular air, and then when you put it in the water, it condenses back to water. Now there's no air in there, so all the outside air squishes the can, and it's just super cool to see.
And you're like,
how,
no, it's magic.
yeah, it's magic. Gosh darn it. He caught me. Speaking of magic, I used to always do the fake pull something out of his ear. He saw me doing it to his brother. He's like, Dad, you've been lying to me all these years. And he's got the straightest face imaginable, and it makes you feel terrible, but it's so funny at the same time.
So, here's one I just learned about the other day. So, I'm a geek, but I enjoy doing this EV foam shit, right? Making the armor and all that kind of stuff. Well, I was checking out the other day. I found out that there's this new product. It's an EV foam sculpting putty. So you can basically sculpt it, let it dry, and then it turns into EV foam. But then I was going down a rabbit hole that Rob Lewis, our buddy, he hates it
I know
when we say rabbit hole, which we do every episode, so now we call it a rabbit hole, which I've started to say in my regular life as well. Anyway, I was watching some fucking guy on YouTube saying hey, I have a recipe for this EV foam putty that you should try at home, and he does it, whatever, and it's pretty fun, cool. So it's a pretty simple recipe. So if you just type it in EV foam putty, but essentially it's just you just basically make slime, right? And then you add a filler to it, and you can use wood, sawdust or whatever. There's a bunch of different things that you can use, but then when you can sculpt it or cast it, and then it dries and it becomes this, and it's flexible, and it's fucking really cool. But it'd be a fun one for the kids to do. Yeah,
that is cool.
Good stuff. Good
EV
stuff.
foam.
There was something on your list. I know we're running out of time. Some story.
I wanted to talk.
Or was that the story? The best
that was
superhero in the world.
The favorite superhero story.
Yeah, that shit.
I'm just
sick.
Right.
I do like that too, though. My children don't think I'm their superhero, but especially my older son, Peyton or Logan rather. I don't know their names. He truly believes I can make or fix anything, and I'm like, you're right, but just because I can make you a car out of wood, I'm not going to.
Right?
Come on, bro.
I have an unfair advantage though, as my wife doesn't work, so, she doesn't think that I think this way, but I really do appreciate, because when she does all discipline crafts every day with the kids, she does all their homework, she does all the stuff with them so when I come home, it's literally just playtime. So I literally get to just, what do we want to do that's fun? Do we want to make a science experiment? Do we want to go downstairs and shoot hoops? Whatever we want to do where I can just be fun and have my 2 hours with them or 2.5 hours with them. And, I get 2.5 hours a night roughly, and then Sundays. And so, it's kind of unfair. She's like, it's not fair. I have to do all the
right. She's got
go to your
do
room and no more iPad and blah 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 blah. And you get to come home and just be
and
fun.
They're like, Dad's home, yay!
Mm-hmm, so
well, that's cool. So that's important though. And the thing is that it's such a rare thing anymore. I mean,
yeah,
I didn't get to have that opportunity. Peyton, so I have 2 ex-wives and 2 children. With them, whatever. And there was a period of time where there was a family unit, but not long enough, and that's a tough thing when you don't have that.
Yeah.
So that's a really cool. It's also cool that you can recognize that you get the good part.
Yeah, and I mean, it's I tell her all the time. I try to help out and do the dishes when I remember to, or laundry or that kind of. But she's always just does it it's always just done.
The work involved with 4 children.
And I did say that she doesn't work. I shouldn't say that because it's
right. That sounds yeah. I tell you when that 2 almost 3 years when I was primary parent for Peyton, man, I fucking loved it. And I mean, I took care of the house. I did the laundry. I did the dishes. Dinner was ready when my wife got home and all that kind of shit. I loved being the domestic partner. But I only had 1 kid, and he was really easy. And I listened to fucking books all day. it wasn't
Yeah.
a real tough gig. But I can imagine with four
Yeah,
kids.
she has
it can
4
be
from 9 to 1. So one that needs constant attention, and my daughter Piper, who is so beautiful and funny, but she is absolutely as stubborn as you get. If she doesn't want to do something, there's no way you're convincing her to do it. She is so strong, like mentally. And then my 2 boys are just super laid back and fun, and one loves sports and one loves science. So I kind of feel like I don't have to fight for their attention. You know, it's Peyton will do science stuff with me, and Paxton will play sports, but he doesn't really love it. And so I just get to have, because I love sports and science, so it's kind of like I get the easiest job in the world right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And they love superheroes.
And then,
And
but
they
now
love
in the
superheroes.
now you're home though, working from
Yeah.
home. How is that?
So, yeah, it's good. You know, I have 3 that are in school. Peyton, Paxton, and Piper are all in school, and Piper goes 3 days a week only, so she's home with me Mondays and Thursdays still. But it's not. I envy my wife even more for being able to stay home with them, because it's like, for me, for 9 years, even when I worked at Zorba's, I'd even have less time with him, because I'd wake up, he'd be napping, I'd go to work, come home, he's sleeping. It's tough when, like, my wife's like, all right, I'm going grocery shopping, I'll see you in a couple hours, and I have 4 of these guys who I love spending time with them, but if they start crying or getting upset, it's like, I don't know how you do this. And, you know, my wife makes 4 different lunches every day, you know, and then because one will eat this and one won't eat that, and, you know, we're kind of the parents that we don't really, I don't want to say we're not strict, but we're big believers in, at this age, getting them to eat. So, like, we don't say dinner's at 5 o'clock and then make dinner at 5 o'clock. It's kind of, as adults, we can curb our appetite around when they're hungry, because we've learned that if we feed them when they're hungry, they eat a lot more, and then they stay full throughout the night, versus if we make them eat at 5 o'clock and they have 2 bites of
And
their
they
food and say,
half-ass
I'm
it.
full, it doesn't really work that well. So
Yeah, when I was growing up, my mom used to have like a technique. It was called the backhand. It's pretty effective. I know. Speaking of eating, I know you wanted to talk a little bit about you jumping down the intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
thing.
So I was doing the 12 hours for a long time, and then you and Sam both told me that 12 hours is not enough. So I bumped it up to 14, and then
Saying it's
14
not
to
enough, but it
16
helps.
And 14 is kind of the sweet spot, like 14 to 16, right in there. Because most days I do 16.
So
I
I
14.
don't think everybody understands what the fuck you're talking about.
I
so
don't know.
So first of all, Kyle has pretty famously, anytime I've talked about fasting with anybody on this program, he likes to say like, "Oh yeah, no, I fast." Like sometimes I don't snack between breakfast and lunch. But then the fatty needed to lose a little
I'm
weight.
an eater, but my doctor's mean to me. So
And
I went from 280 a couple weeks ago. I'm losing about 5 pounds a day, or 5 pounds a day.
yeah, that's unhealthy.
That's math. That's the math. Okay, I discovered math. Rediscovered. No, I lose about 5 pounds a week.
Yep, which is
5
great.
plus.
Yep.
And
But what intermittent fasting is essentially lengthening the amount of time that you don't eat, right? So typically, let's say you sleep 8 hours, you wake up in the morning. Most people like eat, like the rule is, you want to eat within 20 minutes of waking up, right? Well, now you've only had an 8.5 hour period. Well, that, lo and behold, may not be the healthiest choice, or it might not be unhealthy. It's just a choice that's probably not going to lead to weight loss unless you do some other things like restrict your calories, whatever. So you just kind of try to hold off on breaking that fast.
yeah,
And if
so,
you can do it, if you can go another 8 hours, that's optimum, So you're doing a 16-hour period where you've had no food, and then you eat regularly.
yeah,
You don't pig out. And the cool thing is
you
is
can't
that
pig out really.
well, that's the cool thing is because you've gone 16 hours without putting any food in your belly. First of all, you're kind of excited to eat. You're not starving.
Because I love to eat, and I still
Right.
eat like the stuff that I normally would, and I'm not, this might not be the end all be all, and maybe the next time, when I go to the doctor and get blood work done and shut, maybe I'm not doing myself any good, but I have lost, like
You're
I'm
losing
on my
weight,
way to,
and
yeah.
that's the key. Yeah.
And
Well, it's not the only key.
but like my portion control much improved.
Well, see what happens is you've gone 16 hours now without eating.
Stomach's elasticy.
So your stomach shrinks down. So now you're like, and then first of all, so like, if I'm not fasting, I'll kind of eat what's ever there. Like I'll just eat shit.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, I always am watching what I eat, but you know, it's easy to just be like, oh, I'll just eat the shit. Well, now I'm like, oh, I'm not going to be eating until 8 o'clock. Fuck. What do I want to eat? So I plan out what I want a little more. And then when I go to eat it, well, I can't eat all that much of it because I get full. And that's really like the key to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and like a lot of diets, anything that makes you just pay more attention to what you're eating is going to be good for you, better for you. So I mean, this is just, you know, and like energy wise, no difference. You know, like I don't eat anything after 7. You know, so 7 to 7. You know, that's like a 12-hour freebie. You know,
Right.
And then I don't eat until lunch because I, you know, and whatever, like not, you know, skipping breakfast is not a big deal.
Right.
For me anyway. Some people need breakfast, whatever. But yeah, it's working wonderfully for me so far. You know, and I'm halfway to my, you know, my goal. I wanted to get down to 250, which is pretty svelte for me. But you know, and then if I can get to 250, well, we'll see. Maybe maybe I shoot for 225. Which I haven't been 225 in a while. So
other than the not obviously eating all the calories and carbs and stuff like that, do you lose weight as well? Is your body doing something different to digest the food after that long, or is it just you're just not eating as much so you're losing weight?
Well, I mean, I'm working out like a madman, but like a lot of that is just trying to keep some muscle because I mean, it's not like intermittent fasting, as far as I can tell, is not. Well, no, there's no reason it would be ideal for weightlifting. Because some of the weight that I'm losing is indeed muscle, and I can fucking tell.
That's true,
but
it's less muscle than on a restricted calorie diet, and the reason for that is because of the insulin level. The problem is with a regular diet, your insulin levels go, and I am obviously a doctor, so take everything I say as gospel. But your insulin levels go up and down, right? And that is hard for our body to manage. It's not a big deal if you don't have a ton of food, right? But when you have insulin levels that go up and down and you eat to excess, well, fuck, it puts it in the storage shed. So this gives you, so you kind of have a flatlined insulin, and your body can totally handle a spike and a drop. It just can't handle that up and down flow as easily. So that's why, and when your insulin level is flat, your body won't eat muscle as readily as it will fat. It actually will try to access your fat stores. And you enter into that state of autophagy for just a small window every day, and that's why you're losing that weight.
Yeah, let my body burn up some shit that I'm hanging on to. And I had a body scan done last week too. Go figure. Too much fat, too much muscle. Like fucking everything was just high. I mean, I'm like, oh, go figure. I was horrified when I saw my body fat percentage because I didn't want to believe that it was that high, but sure enough, I was like at 25%.
What did they say your visceral fat was?
I don't even remember, but I mean, it was high, but I mean, go figure, whatever,
Yeah.
280 pounds is not exactly height weight proportionate for 5'10", and now I'm 265, I'll be 250 soon.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about. And then I'm going to go.
Then when you get down to that 225, we'll do the boudoir shoot, the spitballing boudoir.
The boudoir.
The boudoir. Yeah, there you go. That's awesome. Yeah, well, good for you. I am really proud of you because you were fucking incredibly resistant to it when we first started talking about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think, there are a lot of different ways to control your weight and increase your, to be healthier. But I think this is a kind of an easy, it's kind of a lazy person's option.
Yeah.
Because
right
for
up my
sure,
alley.
all you got to do is not fucking eat for a while.
And for me, the guy that hates to deprive himself of shit, there's 2 nights over the last week and over the last 10 days, I think I've had a large blizzard for dinner. So if I was eating better, I would be losing more weight.
Right.
You
See,
know,
the thing
but-
for me, and it's kind of like a thing. It may just be me because I don't have a super sweet tooth. I never have.
Fuck.
But it's not sweets that's my problem, man. I will eat like, like 4,000 calories of spaghetti if you give me the chance. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like that. And honestly, there's not much difference. There's not much difference between spaghetti as a blizzard. I mean, it's still just all carbohydrate. So, but the thing about a lot of diets, especially low carb diet, that's the one that to me was very, very effective, but was really hard because you'd be like, I want some fucking bread. I will kill you for the bread in your hand. You know what I mean? And so now it's like, when you're doing intermittent fasting, you're like, I want some bread. All I got to do is wait a little while, and then I can have some bread.
Yeah.
What I do try to remind myself to do is to eat the good thing for me first, and then I can have whatever I want after. So if I really want a cupcake, no big deal. But just eat that protein part first. Eat the hamburger or whatever it is you're going to have first. So you just put bread on the hamburger. I mean, now I'm not doing anything other than just intermittent fasting. I'm not also trying to like control my carbohydrates or anything like that. I am just trying to like eat the good thing first. And if I still want the blizzard, maybe a small, because you're not as hungry.
Is your doctor still being mean to you?
Yeah, my doc. On the biometric testing, I scored a 56 out of 100. So, I mean, literally, he told me if I keep eating the way I do, I have a better chance of walking on the moon than seeing my kids graduate. So, verbatim what he told me. So,
Is he the same? Is he the doctor from Silicon Valley? Have you seen the show Silicon Valley?
I have.
Remember that fucking guy? That's what he sounds like.
Yeah, that's what he seems
What
like.
a dick.
Yeah, no, he's right. And the thing
Well,
with
just
me
because
is,
he's right doesn't mean he's not a dick.
I went from working at Zorba's where we're on our feet 12 hours straight, basically, or 15 hours straight, to sitting at a desk for 10, 12 hours a day. So, and I haven't seen the inside of a gym in a decade. So it's not only am I not physically strong, I'm real soft as well now and gaining weight. So it's, I got to make some changes. And I have been, trying to, I do have a sweet tooth. So I go home and eat spiced drops and I eat candy and all kinds of just junk.
Anybody out there that's a big ice cream fan? So my son turned me on to a new Blizzard at Dairy Queen. No, Kyle, the fucking Blizzard from goddamn. Anyway, it's a what is it? A cookie cup or something like that. Not it's like Oreo cookie dough. It's like Oreo cookie dough and some more fucking like
Cookie
chocolate
dough's my
syrup in there and
weakness.
shit. Man, cookie dough was my go-to. Like when I was for the longest time it was Oreo, but then I discovered cookie dough.
So,
But now try that fucking cookie cup.
No,
It's so
what's an interesting phenomenon that happens as well though when you start to like fast. Also, low carb too definitely like happens too. Your what you taste as sweet changes.
I've heard that.
So like as you and I mean I've since I turned 40, so the last 7 years I've always kind of worked on my diet, and I've gone up and down, and I was getting a little chunky around the Christmas time there, but yeah, I don't like sweet stuff's too sweet now. I don't want cake or whatever, and that was, I don't know if that was always that way, but anyway. So yeah, you can do it. Look into a couple different things. Also, you may want to look into a standing desk, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, stand the fuck up.
Yeah.
Sitting desk, stupid.
Yeah, it was brutal there. You don't know. You just sit down and it felt comfortable, and then you'd get up and walk to the consultant's desk, and then you'd walk back to your desk and sit there and
eat some
type
candy
all
on your
day.
desk and
That's the thing is all the guests would bring in brownies and cupcakes and cookies and
So I work in an office, and I don't spend a huge amount of time in the office, but when I'm there, it's always like that. It's like like the fucking email will go out to everybody in the office saying like, oh, there's donuts in the kitchen if anybody wants them, and it's like, just throw them in the fucking garbage. Like, look around this office. Who the fuck in this office needs a donut? Like, the truth is, no one does. Nobody ever needs a donut. They're not fucking good for you. So stop sharing poison, god damn it. And I really get
real
angry
words.
when I work. Yeah, I know. Like I'm
real.
a little pissy about. I get pissy about diet stuff, but especially I work with a lot of kids, a lot of like kids that are in bad situations, and what are you pushing fucking shit food on them for? Like, no, no, it's super tough to like eat healthy when you don't have any fucking money, but but donuts don't help that situation.
Unless you're just trying to teach them healthy behavior, like eating your feelings.
Swallow. But I get a little preachy when it comes to diet. I know that. Yeah.
Kids are my soft spot. I see kids. I don't have a.
Yeah, I don't really like the taste of them.
I was gonna say I still like the sweets better than kid, but if you cook it right,
Right.
Kyle knows I don't feel bad
Spicy
about a lot
barbecue.
of things. I don't have a lot of.
But when we start
Empathy.
joking about eating your children, that's the line? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just
Oh.
like when you talk about like kids that you work with that don't have the option to eat healthy. It's just like I just hate it because it's not their fault. So like that's the one thing in life that I'm a big believer in. Most of the time, most of your life is determined by choices that you have made at some point in your life or that you continue to make on a day in, day out basis. However, with kids, I always feel bad. Like with bullying, kids that are low income and get bullied all the time, I hate it because it's nothing they have done at all. It's just
So I hear what you're saying. And I have almost zero patience for adults that don't have their shit together. At least, like I work with a lot of homeless youth, and I don't have, and I have a lot of patience with them. I mean, I was in their shoes when I was 15, 16, defending the upstairs apartment with Ruby. When if you're fucking 30 years old and you don't have your shit together, fuck you, figure it out. Like I don't have any patience. But that said, almost everybody I find interesting are people that came from a background of adversity. So I don't really think about it as a bad thing. I mean, it's a shitty situation, and some of these kids get dealt fucking hands that are brutal, that are completely not their fault. On the other side of it,
but there's plenty of privileged kids out there from like wholesome backgrounds that have had every advantage who turn out to be
They're just
fucking
pukes.
cunts.
right. And the thing is like I know Rogan talks about it all the time. All of the funniest comedians and all the people that he thinks are fucking brilliant, they all came from tough places and had real adversity in their life, because that shit is what makes you real. So I'm okay with it.
I fully agree with that. I grew up.
That's why I treated my kids like shit. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like I'm a good dad. I did the best I could, and yeah, they know I love them. But
That's good stuff.
I also like to fuck with them. Anything else we need to talk about before I dig myself into a hole I can't get out of?
No, I think we're good, man.
Good? We're running out of time.
Still get out of here at a decent time, and yeah.
Who do we
go to our
have next week?
domestic
I
tasks.
forgot already.
Don't we have
Shit.
Mr. Anderson next week?
Oh yes, Eric Anderson
Yes.
is coming up next week. That'll be really fun. Eric, big fan of the show.
The baller in chief.
The baller in chief. Got an interesting life. Don't know a ton about him. Just know I really like the dude. So it will be really fun.
Right on.
And like I said, regardless of how much I don't know somebody before we put these damn headphones on and talk into these damn microphones, I always feel like we become bestie buns by the time it's done. So Danny, it is good to meet you,
Nice to meet you as
and
well.
I'm sure we will talk much more in the future.
Perfect.
So
Thanks for having me, guys.
You bet. So
Right
if you
on.
want to book,
Thanks for coming on.
the Sage for your next balloon animal party, go fuck yourself. Hey guys, thanks for listening to the podcast today. That was a lot of fun with Danny Sargent. So since it was just Valentine's Day, I figured we'd take you out today with one of my favorite love songs. This is a song by Drew Peterson, actually, when he was with the band 40 Watt Bulb, and it's called Go Slow. It's off of his album Snivel. And Drew is just about ready to drop a new album. I'm super excited about it, and we can't wait to get that crazy son of a bitch back on to talk about a bunch more movies. In the meantime, enjoy this one. Go Slow.
wakey, eggs and bakey, singing in the morning. I fake a sleep and sneak a peek, pretend I'm snoring. I know you know I'm awake, the way your robe is slightly open, your little boobies showing. Girl, I think you're teasing me. Your pigtail braids are the best, I must confess. I pinch your cheek and make you squeak, baby, you know the rest. Girl, you don't play fair, putting on a fair flower dress that shows off your breasts. I'm gonna make a mess of you. Say, oh no, 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 I said go slow. Don't go slow, I can't feel my nose. You made me curl my toes. Do all day is what I propose. I said, hey, hey, ooh, ooh, hey. Baby, please, please don't tease me. You never see us pleasing me. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, you're singing in the morning. I can't escape your neck or your nape, your shape is showing. You took at the blind, surprised to find sunshine. My garden growing, and everything showing. Gotta say, damn baby, it's gonna be a good day. See, oh no, 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 I said go slow. I mean, don't go slow, I can't feel my nose. You made me curl my toes. Do it all day is what I propose. I said, hey, hey, ooh, ooh, hey. Baby, please, please don't tease me. Jeez Louise, you never see us pleasing me.